Wait till the people start popping in. Just chill and get in. Anyone in? I'm coming in. People arriving. People arriving. What's happening to people? What's happening to fame? Hope you're well. Hope you have stayed blessed. Stayed safe. Ready to pop it, people. No describe it. It's about to get messy. Number 5. Mambo number 5. Let's get it popping, baby. Yeah, what's happening, Gabe? It's right, fella, all the way from the US. Me USA fucking people are coming in. Is right. Everyone okay? Slowly, people are popping in. It's only just started the live. Hopefully, more people start coming in. Big respect, Gabe. Big respect, Mouse Charger. Single mum to little king. To a little king. Yeah. Respect on that one. 100%. Gabe, yes, indeed, fella. Donny, it's right, mate. It's right, Donny. So listen, it's 5 that all the people are starting to kick in. Wednesday night for you, Gabe. It's don't know what time it is there, mate. For us, it's 3 minutes past 7 in the evening. Time for us to get things popping. Discussions, debates. Got it all on here tonight. It's going to be an open panel. We're going to get things popping. Yeah, Mouse, roasting today, innit? Absolutely roasting. It's only going to get hotter and hotter the next 3 or 4 days. More people coming in now. That's what we want to see. Kelvin, Mishi, boom, boom. All the people are popping in, showing the love, the support to the About to Get Messi fame. Hope you're all well. Numbers are kicking in. Hopefully you've had a good day. What's happening, Fly? Nice to have you on board, bro. All good. Yes, M2 and M210 Media. All right, back to you, son. Yes, John Smith. Boom. Here we go. It's getting up, people, in it. Not my live. That's getting up. Mine's fucking steaming hot. And the actual weather is quite hot, like. Do you know what I mean? Well, that's what my bird says to me. It's steaming hot, like probably blagging it, the score in it. But yeah, it's all going on. It's all things happening. Just waiting for a few more people to come in, really. Yeah, just 13 loyal, beautiful people. Hope all your family is safe, well. Yes, Mrs. Moon, big up to yourself. It's right, Graham. Yes, lad. You know the script. Bang, bang, pop, pop, straight in. There's a few good people in here tonight, all popping in already. Been a couple of minutes and you're all straight in. Like to see the passion, the drive. That's what we want to see. Plus, what are you doing watching me? Get out in the sun. Get in the jacuzzis. Get the booze down your neck. Get the joints, whatever you want to do. But now you're here chilling with the boy, the scouse, the D-man. So yeah, we'll get everyone popping. I said 14, 15. I know 1:05. Gabe, crazy mate in Texas, your time. Big respect. Everyone subscribe to G5 Gabe as well. He friend from America. I did have another friend, which was brilliant the other day. Just do was in Gabe, unbelievable. I will get the panel open as well soon. So yeah, G5 Gabe, all about boxing and stuff like that in America. Nice fella, brilliant debate on there. What's the weather like in your ways then, Gabe? We've got it hot in the UK. We're like fucking. We've never seen nothing like it ourselves. You're used to it, but what's it like in Texas now, Gabe? What's the weather like there? Imagine it to be like ourselves, I can imagine. So you got people from Texas popping in the joint. People all over the UK. More people arriving now as well, which is good news. 100, yeah, but what does that mean in degrees though? What's that? We do everything different, Gabe. You know that. You say like obviously all different, tomato, all that, you know, the score. Yes, Dave Smith has popped in. Nice to have you on, Dave. Here's a funny one then. While American person, one of my mates, Gabe from America, has just popped in the chat. Yeah, which city or place in the world has the most rainbows? Here's a question for you. Which place in the world has more rainbows than any other place in the world? What's your answers on that one? Do you know, Gabe? What city? Here's a clue. What state? Here's a big clue. What state has the most rainbows in the world? Yes, Retro. Nice to have you on board, kidder. Nah, it's not. No, it's not that. Not Niagara Falls, mate. No, it's in America. Yeah, yeah. So I'll give you a clue there. It's a state. Well, yeah, it is a state. Yeah. Well, it's actually. Yeah, you know what? M2. Yeah, it's actually Hawaii. Hawaii has more rainbows than any other place in the world. Would you believe? His mate's from his name's Gabe. He's from America, Texas. Very fizz. Nice to have you on board. It's right, kidder. He does boxing show. I think he's got go few thousand subs now, haven't you, Gabe? We on late, aren't we? We go late, Gabe, don't we? We'd obviously just do, and obviously sudden tea. We go our times. They have a lovely time in America though. Their fights are like 10. I'm still up at like 4:30, 5:00, 6:00. Go through the fight at like late bells, but dedication in it, but still up. Right, people. What I'll do soon, I'll get to the panel open as well. Yes, Muggles, what's happening, kidder? The firm are popping in. That's what I'd like to see. That is a mad one, though, isn't it? More rainbows in the world in Hawaii than anywhere else in the world, mate. Would you believe that? Now, what's another crazy fact then while we're on the subject? Do you know a giant panda, right? Do you know that a giant panda, if you see a giant panda anywhere else other than China, do you know that the Chinese government have loaned that out? So every single giant panda you see in the zoos all across the world have been loaned out to that zoo by the Chinese government. They actually own them. Not that, innit? So next time when you travels the next few years and you see a giant panda in the zoo, know that they're paying rent to the Chinese government for you to have a look at it. So make sure you have a nice Chinese after that. Thank them for your lovely pictures, your selfies with the panda through the glass or the railings. Make sure you have a nice Chinese and a knife for that. Less the wontons, man. What's that? Let's see. Yeah, that's true, John. Fun fact, Earth is an anagram for heart. See, all mad facts. Brilliant, isn't it? It's crazy, isn't it? Do you know this? Right, there's another one while we're because you know my brain goes thingy. Here's another one while we're on the American fact. Do you know there's 7.5 billion people? Yeah. Do you know if we all stood together, every single person in the world, it only fit Los Angeles. So the 7.5 billion humans, yeah, stood shoulder to shoulder next to each other. It only covered Los Angeles. Now to get on how many insects there's and animals, you get all that now. Because if we all fit together, we'd only fit Los Angeles. What the fuck? See what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't need the camera on. As I said, the people I don't know. I need to mention this as well because for the ones who obviously that I always speak to in the chat. Yeah, even though it's yourself, you don't have to put your cap. Even though it's yours, and you literally give me the heads up because the mods can check before it if that's the real person for me. You wouldn't have to show your face. But obviously, I'm gonna be on the fucking ball with it. So the ones who don't usually put the face in there, who literally would love to come on but scared, listen, I'll fucking speak for you. If you want to jump on, you don't have to have your camera on. Not a problem at all. Just gotta just literally if the mods say literally give me the go ahead that it's you, then sweet. Of course you can come on. But it mad though, there's loads of mad facts in the world, isn't it? Well, basically, while we're on the facts, then facts night, then, isn't it? So here's another one for you. So do you know actually there's 4 babies born every second, right? And you know there's 2 people that die every second. So that's how mad the world evolves. Every 4 babies born every second, 2 adults die at the same time. You times so it's times 2. So you wonder why the population is growing and growing. Every 4 babies that are born, 2 adults die. Crazy, or 2 humans, because it could be babies as well. So 4 new ones and 2 go. So imagine a world in 100 years' time. Madness, madness. Hopefully YouTube will be fucked off crazy tube with all those cranks getting used to it. Speaking about this last night, imagine our life a year ago. Imagine about our life a year ago. What would you, or the ones who've been out longer? Can you imagine your life without like not going on your phone and going on YouTube? I couldn't think. I wouldn't even know what to do, mate. Like giving your arm away, wouldn't it? Imagine. What's that silly fake statistics? Which one? Not my ones, mate. Not my ones, mate. No one can prove yet. You can throw on that one. But do you mean regards to babies? Every 4 babies, and then you're gonna get on, Mouse. Be nice, Mouse, if you get on and that 25 in already. Fucking boom, the big up, all ears, big respect. About to get Messi number 5, and you're all popping. Literally, couldn't believe it. Over like, honestly, I think I had like at one point last night, like 50 odd live. Unbelievable. Support of the people because you've known me for about what, 6, 7, 8 months. And you know all it is, it's just literally about fucking having banter, having respect, having a nice chat. As I said, tomorrow's conspiracy theory night. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link out, get it pop open, and let the good people, well, the YouTube crazy world. Yes, Tim, nice to have you in, my mate. There's a few mods on there. I've modded just a few years up, I think. Right, let's see. Let me just get this up anyway. I can get the chat. I can get it up now, people. Hey, I can get the link up now, or what? Right. Do you reckon? Conspiracy night's going to be unbelievable, John. Even doing a bit of homework last night, mate. Oh, mate, you could do a conspiracy night for 6 months. It's that much, but I'm only going to do it once a week. Oh, I'm going to try and fit it in like an hour and a half, John, as well. So we'll have loads. That hour and a half will fly by, mate. Trust me. So, right, let me just try and thingy again. Okay, where I get it. Right. Okay, come on. Use your head. Come on, idiot. Innit? So, gravity. No, not gravity. Right. Sorry, people. 2 seconds. Sorry, people. Yeah, so I need to get the link out, don't I? Sorry. Right, 2 secs. So you go on fucking. Yeah, no, don't have to show. If it's you, mouse, you don't have to, love. Honestly. Right, more. Right. How'd you get the link up again? Fucking hell, it was so easy yesterday. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Oh, yeah, what am I on about? Dead easy. Dead easy. I'm going to do it. Right, sound. And then, yeah. Right, and then it's, yeah. Is that all right, people? That the one to do it, yeah? 25 people in already, mate. I haven't even touched the surface, people. Let's fucking go. Let's have it. And if people, how was everyone anyway? All good. Hopefully, you all had a good day. Hopefully, a few little drinks or whatever, or what you do, a few spliffs or whatever. Anything being popping. YouTube wise, yeah, here's a guest. Definitely you, mouse, isn't it? Definitely you, mouse, isn't it?
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, it's right, mouse, is right.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, not
Nice.
too bad.
Nice
Hiya,
big
Daryl.
proper
And
board.
well done, by the way. And hello everyone in chat and the mods again. No,
That's it,
just
isn't it?
before I forget, because we're on,
Go on.
this thing about facts.
Go
So you
on.
know them older record players.
Yeah. The
You know, like
LPs.
with the Jack Russell. No, a Jack Russell next to it. Is it a phonograph or you call it some? You know, from HMV, that icon.
Which I know what you
You know
mean.
that
It's like
old
a bowl
fashioned.
type thing.
Yes, with the big
Yeah, I'm on it.
funnel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. Oh, I
a
get you.
fact,
Yeah.
yeah. So the fact is, where did the
Go on.
saying "put a sock in it" come from? And I have given you a clue there.
So it's the one that looks like a trombone type thing, but it's curled round, isn't it? And it
That's the
goes to.
one.
So go on. What's your question then? What is it about it? Go on. What's
Well,
the fact on that?
that's it. I shouldn't have even given you that as a clue, but that's where the saying "put a sock in it" comes from.
Is it?
So
Yeah.
that thing there,
Oh, I
because
get you. Yeah, because it can fit in
so
the top.
yeah, apparently there were no volumes made at that point when they were all made.
Oh, that's
So
a
you just
belter.
like shove a sock in it. So there you go.
Fucking hell, that's a good one, that, isn't it? So if you think about it, yeah, because there's no
So,
volume or nothing. You just got to ram something in to obviously keep the
well,
noise out, and
I'm
obviously put a
pretty.
sock in it. You know what?
Yeah,
You learn
well
something new
there
every
you
day, don't
go.
you?
So
It's
that's where
unbelievable.
it comes from. And just
It's
one
great.
more then. Where
Go ahead,
does
let's have a fact night. Let's go. We want facts night. Let's have it.
where does upper crust and lower crust come from? Have a look in the chat.
Okay. Upper crust and lower crust people. The mouse is saying. Anyone thingy? Right? Where does lower crust and upper crust come from?
You've got to think about the saying, haven't you, as well?
Yeah, lower crust, upper crust. Okay.
Boggles, you're not far off. You're not far off.
Is it bread? Bread then? Or a
Yeah, it's to
cob?
do with bread. Yeah.
Bread. So it's what to do with what? So it's just like
So
how
it's
it's
to do.
cut then. So
So
the
it's to
yeast.
do. So it's to do with the yeast. I've no idea. Apparently.
Yes, don't ask me. Yes, my love answered. Go
So
on. What is it? Bread?
apparently it was, like when servants and they had to cut bread, So you've got,
Yeah.
like Downton Abbey, so you've got the servants and you've got like the aristocrats. So when they cook the bread in the oven, the lower crust was always burnt when they cooked it in the oven, and that would feel like the servants and the low life. So they got that crust, and the posh, the aristocrats got the upper crust, which were the best part of the bread.
Oh, fucking hell. So you learn something new every day, isn't it? Fucking hell. Well, did you see, bloody, the other day? We had that spunkfish was on, bloody hell. We nearly seen his crusty bloody, undies.
Oh,
That
don't.
spunkfish was on one of the panels the other day. I think it might have been on Flavours.
He
And
had
oh
his
my
legs
God.
wide open, didn't he?
Yeah, and his
And
collar
something in
went
between.
down.
Oh,
Honest
he's
to God.
foul, weren't it?
Spunky undies he had. Honestly,
Yeah.
it was absolutely horrible.
Oh, it was
Honestly,
cool.
I think he had
Yeah.
his dinner off the meat. You know, he must have dropped like a bean to sausage and picked it up and ate it. I'm only messing it animal, isn't it? So what have you been up to today then, Mouse?
No, just been working. I've had so I've been working from home, so I've had things in the background. So I watched Flavours today.
Yes, Tony.
You came to the rescue.
Yeah. Yeah, that Benji come on, didn't he? I replied, and it was like, spit. What was it? What's the saying that he does? Is spit on your mum or something like that, or what was he saying to Flavours? Something like that.
No, I'm not
going
gonna,
overboard. All that mum and dad help me. Literally, honestly, little gimp.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it, but yeah, I was thinking, is that Benji? Surely it's not. You're not going to say something about that, but
Benji's never usually like that though, isn't he? Come on, I had to rewind it, yeah. So he was like, Flavours, you little bushwanker, this, but he said that bushwanker about a month ago, yeah. And we were like, he was having a laugh about it because Flavours on the bus, and like, a bit of banter, sounds. And then for some reason he must have just had that in his brain for about 3 weeks, because literally just randomly, just out of the blue, bushwanker, and then Flavours like biting back a bit, and he was like, yes, legend. And then basically he's bit back then, and he's like, hang on, and then he jumped on the panel, didn't he? I was like,
well, I didn't.
Your mum and all that, right?
Yeah,
it's because it's all shit, and he needs.
I didn't see that bit. I must have been working at that point. It was just a bit
just
in
for clout, you know. Yeah, just for clout, because he's a boring bastard and he's just got to be angry with people just to have a laugh. You don't have to, if you're going to say something bad, keep it to yourself, you little gimp.
I don't think you should be. Yeah, I don't think you should be saying things like that. I thought that was out of order. To be honest, I was start doing that. Yeah,
that's it. So that's what we want as well. People jumping on the panel. People, let's get on. Get on the panel.
I've got my 2 facts out, so thank you very much.
Oh, well done, yeah. Keep hold of them for always come on. We'll always have facts. No, facts are brilliant, aren't they?
Oh, well, see you later. Bye.
Take care, yeah. Take care. Bye. So there we go, people. We just learned a fact there. So years ago, you know where we say put a sock in it? Years ago on the old players and like the recording, there was no volume setting. So you know where they put like the tube in, you see it like the microphone, it's the thingy phone, and it goes from the player, and then literally fit your sock in it, and to stop all the bastards from the music. If the music's terrible, just put a sock in it. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? This day and age, right? Imagine if you can put a sock in it on all the bad comments, all the trolls. And it'd be nice putting sock in the troll's mouth, wouldn't it? And making them not breathe. I know that'll be handy, wouldn't it? Troll watch, sock, bang, here we go. Night. Be heavy, wouldn't it? But anyone else want to jump on the panel order? I don't have to stay on too long if you don't want, people want you to have a good evening. Anyone else with any facts as well? After I think about this now as well, which is crazy, isn't it? Anyone? Yes, just do. Yes, so we've got 2 of me American brothers. Jump on, just do, mate. Let's go. American brother from another mother, all the way from America. Zara B. Why is Zara B in the background, man? Zara B's in the background, and she liked me comment as well today. And honestly, how mad's that? I can't. Only with your past history, innit? I know I can even see you, but what I'm meant to do here? Hey, what I'm meant to do? Because you cause carnage, don't you? Though I know it's a mad one, this, isn't it? Yeah, nah, I can't. I can't. Even though I'm not against you. In fact, it's a new channel for me, and not against you. You and Flavors might have difference, whatever. I am. I've not against it actually now, but literally, you even said loads of times though that you've done it to Flavors. So imagine it's a new channel. Imagine getting kicked off on a new channel. I couldn't cope with that. It's one and only what's happening. So I even feel guilty, because I'm a nice fucking lad. You feel bad, but you just can't get on, I'm sorry. Only because the behaviour simple. Yeah, jump on. Just do anyone want to jump on? Feel bad now, but come on, people in the chat. You know the score, mate. It's only going to end one way, innit? Downhill. I'd rather catch the plague. I swear. So unfortunately, I can't. Be nice on Flavors one day, and then you're sweet to come on mine. Innit? Blue Nose, nice to have you in, kiddo. Nice to have you in. Positive vibe, yes, positive. That's the one. Positivity to a T. Sarah, I'm sorry, I can't. Sorry. What's happening, Just Do, bro?
What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, son?
Hanging in
How
there,
are we?
bro. Just coming to chop it up with my UK brother.
That's it, isn't it? I was watching a bit of yours earlier, yeah. Gabe was on as well at the same time, wasn't he? Oh, you know what? It's perfect timing, right? That you've come on. Oh my God, Bud and Spence, mate. November the 12th or November the 19th. Oh my God, just do
talk about it.
Finally, it is mouth-watering, mate. Yes, how the hell? Is this definitely? What is it like? 90%? 90? What's it saying over your ways? The signing of it. Is it defo signed? You think definitely for 12th or the 19th?
I think it's gonna be somewhere around that area. And it's funny because we was discussing that a while back that month in particular, with it being in November. It's possible. It makes sense, man. Just give us, the great fans of boxing, the fight that we need to see. You know what I mean? We need that fight.
We need it. We need it.
I think boxing, the energy will kind of like reset in a sense. Wow. It's been so tense since this building up with this fight. I think once we finally get it, people will be, cool. We gonna be happy that we got that fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll reset the energy a bit.
Very happy. Go ahead. While you're on the show, then, mate, you give your breakdown of the fight. Just do. Nice one if you can. If you want to do that, I'll do it, but let you do it, fella. You give the breakdown of the fight.
Breakdown of Bud and Spence.
Yeah, please.
For me, I always say this. I'm gonna start off by giving both fighters their just due, because I gotta stay true to the name. So
100%.
It's a great fight because it take two great fighters to make a great fight. That's why we got a great fight. I think both of them are great. I think Terence Crawford, I respect what he did. At 35. I respect what he did at 40. You know what I mean? But at 47 is just a different game, and I think the level of opposition hasn't been as quality as Spence's. You know what I'm saying? Just the way it is in my book. And I feel like it's a 50-50 fight. I feel like from the outside, Terence Crawford might have the advantages. He's very long. Dude got like a 74-inch reach. So he got Spence by like a 2-inch reach advantage. You know what I mean? It's not much, but when you up that level and you elite like that, you can You can utilize your physical gift. So that's something I see from the outside. I see Crawford being able to have success. But I think the big question is going to be how he going to respond once Spence turns it from a boxing match to an actual fight. And that's where my biggest questions with Terrence Crawford lie, because it's not that he can't fight in the inside. I just haven't seen him do it much. And then, this whole notion that he's just going to start using his legs again, how he did at 40. It's a little harder for me to believe because, as humans and definitely athletes and fighters, the creatures of habit. So, since you've been at 47, you haven't used your legs to win you these fights. You've used your dog and your aggression more so with your boxing ability and things like that, but you haven't had to use your legs as much at 47. And I think because of it, I don't see you just going back to the Terrence Crawford of old when you used to use your legs the way you did at 40. You get what I'm saying? So I ain't saying he can't do it, but I don't see that being a big part of his game plan, just trying to move and stay away. I think with his mentality, he's going to want to fight. And we know Terrence Crawford's mentality, once he get clipped with a good shot, he want to fight. And I think the same thing that's helped him thus far would hurt him against Spence. I think if he get clipped with a good shot and he abandon his game plan, like how he do in some of his other fights, once he get clipped good, I think that'd be a bad strategy or a bad, game plan. I think both fighters equally, whatever game plan they draw up, they're gonna have to get in that ring and execute it and stick to the game plan. Now it's gonna be moments in the fight where I think they're gonna have to make adjustments on the fly. But as far as for the full body of, just saying hypothetically, they're going 12 rounds. The fighter that stays disciplined in terms of the game plan is going to be the fighter that wins to me. And
possibilities, and this is a mad fact as well, mate. Yes, Northern King, you know what, mate? It could not. It might be a stoppage. Now, where's the stoppage going to come from? I've just got a funny feeling that with all the pressure and all the 8 years we've been wanting this fight, well, obviously them and the amateurs and coming up. If it was the first fight after Spence's eye injury, I'd probably say Bud. But seeing Spence in his last fight and getting that dog on him again, Spence is one of them. You hit him once, you're getting 3 back. Bud can do that. Bud's going to be tricky for Spence. Look at the reach, he's dangly. It's going to be a fight where both of them have never fought a fighter like this. So they're both going to learn an awful lot. Whoever wins this, mate, is easily the best I've seen.
Facts.
The men at the top, mate. Don't forget me wrong. I hope there's a rematch clause in there because I don't want to just see this once, mate. I don't want to see this once. I want to see it again and again.
I hope.
And which you just do. It's a 50-50 fight. We can't sleep on Bud. We can't sleep on Bud. Don't forget. You can watch clips on
tell people.
No one's beating him, mate.
Bud is a great fighter, man.
I agree. Mate, it's mouth-watering, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't wait. And we've got loads of talk now. Up until the day.
It's a true pick'em fight. There's no wrong answer when you say one or the other, especially when you're able to logically, reasonably break down why you think the other might win. And for me, it's like I know Spence can box. I know Terrence Crawford can box. I know Terrence Crawford can fight. I know Spence can fight. But the level is different once it gets into the inside. I think Spence inside
Spencer's got more of a talk on him. Spencer more.
Yeah, I think so. And we've seen Crawford get hit and hurt. And I know this was years ago, but I'm just putting it into context. Like you can train a lot of things. You can work, get better with your skills, but not your chin. Now I'm saying that to say this. Yeah, we've seen him get hurt by 135-pound Gamboa.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
And you able to
get hit by Gamboa a good bit, but then you can flip the coin and say, listen, like you can hear all of the interviews where even Bud said, listen, the only fight I'll ever get up for is Spence, and he has won every other fight. So you could flip a coin, because you could watch half an hour of Spence and half an hour of Bud. After watching that hour, you're like, I'm not even betting on that fight, mate. I'm not betting on that.
And the thing is with me,
what's all this chat about Bomac though? I've seen on the American, on the ones that have been going on, with yourselves, you're going on about Bomac. What's up with Bomac?
Yeah, I think Bomac right now getting heavily critiqued because it's nothing. We as supporters of boxing as a whole, we don't mind what his personal opinion of Spence when it comes to Spence the fighter. But for us, we've heard him take personal shots at his character and him as a man, and we just don't understand it. So we like, everybody has flaws, everybody makes mistakes. You got Bomac calling him a drunk, saying a drunk ain't shit, and he lived check to check, he ain't making no real money. It was just like a lot of personal attacks, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with boxing. Even if you were factual about all that stuff, which he wasn't, but it just has nothing to do with boxing. And for people, it rubbed like the people the wrong way. Like, generally, like if you think about it, look at Derrick James. He's a class act. You don't hear him getting up there having interviews, disrespecting Terrence Crawford or his team. It's usually coming from Team Crawford where it becomes personal.
It happened last time. Remember, he done the same. Remember with Amir Khan when he come over these ways. He was the same then. He was. They were talking more about the trainers arguing than obviously the bloody fighters with Amir Khan, obviously in Proof. So yeah, so it's just do. It's unbelievable, though, isn't it? Yeah, Staffy's lad. Yeah, it's mouth-watering, mate. So the 12th or the 19th, I think we're going to see the best fight. And thank God it's now, because as we know, Mayweather, Pacquiao, fucking years out of date, that fight. This is dead in the prime, mate. Whoever wins this will go down probably the best, the greatest welterweight, maybe even.
This fight going to be huge, man.
Huge, mate. Huge. It's like Rusty Steel. Yeah, so brilliant. I'm going to get the link. Put the link out to anyone. People jump on this one as well. And
again, salute and respect to everybody in the chat. Salute and respect to all.
Yeah. It's mad. It started on last night. I think I had at one point I had 55 in live. You know what I mean? Sounds only just started, and I'll get everyone on to it as well because I've got loads of me.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's dope. That's why I always salute the people and I respect it and appreciate them because that support is real. The engagement, people coming here giving you their time, and you just try to get them the best.
And ask them that, but we know all these. If we mate anyway, he's saying what do you think about Shakur versus Tank? Just do.
Oh wow. I'm from Jersey, and so is Shakur. That's my guy right there, man.
Yeah.
That's going right there. That's going to be a hell of a fight. When and if that happens, I'm gonna say when it happens because I think it will. I'm gonna be optimistic, but that's a true pick'em fight, and that's gonna be Tank gonna really have to bring his A game. Shakur, we already know what he bring, but he's still gonna have to bring his A game as well. I mean, because make no mistake about it. Tank, that God-given power that he has is something special. It's really an X factor, and I'm saying, and not to mention his boxing ability, I think is overshadowed by his power. You get what I'm saying? His power is always on display, so it's easy for the most casual fan to recognize that I do punch hard. But I think his boxing ability goes under the radar.
Yeah. I know what that does your head in that with certain fighters, isn't it? Where you just go on about the right hand or the left hook. Hang on, these are fucking unbelievable fighters inside, outside, fucking, you know what I mean? And some fighters only get credit from
the mouse from America.
What you say?
He's a good dude. Kelvin in the chat, salute, bro. He said, "Do I watch the mouse from America?" He's a good dude. The mouse.
I don't know. The mouse from
America. Figure out who you're talking about. Yeah, man. One thing about me, I try my best to respect the people and their opinions. That's why my name is Just Do. I try to approach boxing topics with the intent to respect boxing first and explore it on both sides, the good and the bad, without tearing down the fighters. Now, I critique a fighter. I get on the fighter ass, but I'm never going to try to make it personal or somebody in the chat. I had some detractors yesterday I had to kind of go back and forth with, but I had 3 of them. One of them ended up getting blocked. 2 of them end up subscribing. So it's you don't have to agree with everything I say, but I know I'm going to be logical when I speak. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Well, as I said, you always give your insight. As I said, I've learned from yourselves. As I said, what I'm going to do first and foremost, I did say come on and say obviously it's always going to be sports, and then I'm going to do certain days which are, and certain days like tomorrow night I'm doing conspiracy theories.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know
I'm
what I mean?
into that type of stuff, so I'll tune in too. You got my listen, bro. You got my 100% support, bro. The same way you support me, and anybody in the chat that got a channel, let it be known, because I definitely subscribe and support. I support the people that support me.
That's it. So here's one there for you. Just do. What do you reckon? If Daryl, does he reckon they are all ducking Benavides? What do you reckon on that, lad?
Oh, you said Benavides and who?
He's saying, do you think everyone's ducking him? No Benavides, you know where?
No.
It's a mad one, that. No, they're not, because don't forget he fucked up Benavides with regards to his weight issues. Don't forget he had the belt. Could have took off him. So where's your dedication and hunger, mate, if you're missing weight?
Yeah, when it comes to the ducking thing, if you truly in your heart feel like everybody's ducking you at your weight class that you in now, given that you a naturally big dude, just go up a weight class. I think that'll solve the problem. It usually does. Like if you're in a weight class and you're not getting fights there, you go up a weight class, them people 75-pounders will be willing to fight you.
Same as look at Callum Smith. He done the same. Look at Callum Smith. He when he fought Canelo, he knew he was breaking his ass off in the gym. He went up. Look how good he looks.
Fighting league.
You know what I mean?
And his name is Mouse. You said, Calvin. I'm gonna look him up if I don't already know.
Want to jump on people?
Talking about the guy with all the tattoos.
Someone put the link out. If it's there, or do you want me to put out again? Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Let me try and put out again. I don't know if I've got to do this again. Just getting used to it. Just do, lads. You just remember everyone's the same, aren't you, lad?
Yeah, Mad Chad. You talking about on YouTube? Mad Chad. 2 seconds. Mad Chad's a good guy. Good dude. I had some confusion a while back, but I think he's a solid dude.
Right, so I'll get this up. 2 seconds. Right, so it's it's guess, isn't it? Right, a guess. Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it? Copy to clip.
Yeah, I think that's the guy with the tattoos that you're talking about with all the tats. Mighty Mouse.
Oh, Mighty Mouse.
I think that's the guy he's speaking about. I think.
Yeah, we know Mighty Mouse, don't we?
Yeah, I know Mad Chad though.
So what you reckon then? Just do.
You said what?
Hey, what you reckon then on the splits then? Who do you reckon's who's the A side then?
Oh, which 2 fighters?
With Bud Spence.
Oh, that's easy. It's easy, Spence. For me,
sure, of course it is. We've got the 3 belts.
Yeah, 3 belts to 1, and then he has the numbers. Also, the pay-per-view sales to back it up why he deserves the bigger.
Terrible at selling himself. Unbelievable in the ring, but you can imagine that press conference though with Spence and Bud. It just won't even be that fun. It's just about the fight, aren't we? We're more interested in the fight. But imagine if both of them start going after each other. That would be even.
And they just might.
Flipping on each other. Wouldn't it?
They just might just go at each other. There's going to be respect, but I hope they do like give us some entertainment value as well. Like,
we want a bit of bite, don't we, beforehand? Don't forget, this is the biggest fight in the world, probably. Surely it is. Other than
yeah, I knew the guy, Mighty Mouse.
Fury.
I follow some of the Mighty Mouse work.
But yeah, man. I can't wait for
big fight, big money.
Can't wait for it. Look at Ortiz just beat our fighter at the weekend, Mickelson. Beat him in the 10th, wasn't it? Body shot, was it? Yeah.
And you know what Mickelson' problem was? Just his lack of firepower. Because he was fighting. And see, I'm one of those, I'm a fair like observer of the sport. I don't, throw you away after a loss. That's a respectable loss. For one, that's Virgil Ortiz. That's one of the heaviest punchers in that division. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Undefeated. McKenzie came to fight, man. I appreciated his effort. I really did. The only thing that
done my head in, not doing my head in, the only thing that was crazy with Mickelson, 19 win, 19-0, 2 knockouts. That's what threw me over, I think, and I thought, wow, only 2 knockouts on a 19.
Yeah, that's me.
How are you knocking Ortiz out?
Retro.
But Ortiz he's good, isn't he? I tell you what, the boxing team's on fire.
Real threat. He took him 9 rounds too. He did take him. He made him earn.
And his body shot, wasn't it? As I
Mm-hmm.
said, he's no mug. Mickelson, as he said earlier on the interview I watched, he dared to be great. That's all you can ask for. Do you know what I mean? You're going to America, they're giving you the dough, you're fighting for the title, you're unbeaten yourself. So why not?
Yeah.
You have people that just fight all bums.
Yeah, Mickelson, you know what? McKenson, if he would have kept moving, he would have gave himself even better chance. He was trying to get
if he had the punches, he'd be sick, but
he was kind of
19.
He was trying to get Virgil respect early by engaging. He was very willing to engage, and I respect it, but it was a dangerous strategy. But he still took him 9 rounds, and he didn't do you can't say he ran. But I did notice it was a moment or two in there where McKenson was doing some moving to kind of recover from that body shot, I believe. And look at the frustration that Virgil started to show when he wasn't a stationary target. And he was supposed to catch on to that. It was a little late in the fight for that, but if you're not a stationary target and if you can make Ortiz have to go get you, you got a better chance because he's not the best at cutting the ring off. And he has a tendency to follow his opponent around the ring. And he'll show frustration whenever you're not stationary so he could unload on you. So that's just one of his weaknesses right now. Under 20 fights. People better take advantage. He don't cut the ring very well. You better make him box. If you a mover that can box with some, you can get his respect. You got a good chance at, being very competitive with him. I ain't saying you're gonna beat him.
Division. Division, like the young guns. I tell you what, the young guns all over the weight divisions are really taking over, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
As we know, passing the torch over from Spence and Bud, obviously is going to be Boots Ennis and obviously Conor Benn. They're going to be the next stars in that division.
Mm-hmm.
This will be. Don't forget, we've got probably Spence 2 or 3 years. Same with Bud. Maybe even year and a half with Bud. Whoever gets beat, that'll put a shadow on there the next 3 years on. I think whoever gets beat out of Bud Spence, I reckon maybe one more fight after it.
Appreciate you, Mouse Charger. Appreciate you.
Go over to finish off. I reckon, whoever gets beat out of Spence Bud, I reckon there'll be one money fight after it, and then hang the gloves up me. The other fighter probably be fighting for another 2 or 3 years.
If people feel like Crawford, retire, or he definitely gonna retire if he lose. That's why they feel like he trying to get as much money as possible. I mean, me personally, I don't think he has too many fights left in his career, win, lose, or draw. And I'm basing that based off what he said. He don't want to be in his late 30s fighting. He already about to be 35. So realistically, when you think about how often he fight, he ain't got so many more fights left. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen Bud 2 or 3 more times and that was it. You know what I'm saying? Get about 41 fights under his belt, you know what I mean? Or so. Like, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
Well, what he put on there as well, we made there, he put about Robert Garcia as a trainer. As we know what Robert Garcia is about, mate. But I've been watching Ellie Setback for years. Have you just do? Ellie Setback in that gym, Robert Garcia's gym with the dad and all that for years, mate. He's saying, what about Robert Garcia? What you reckon?
Robert Garcia is a hell of a trainer.
Yeah. Don't forget, one of the only fighters he's never had a world champion at is heavyweight. And that could break mold, mate. And the mad thing is, because I watch all the interviews, Robert Garcia, he was the first thing to put out a comment in an interview. It was actually with Ellie Setback, funny enough. Wow. And he said to him, if I was a trainer, I'd get him to beat Usyk. Wow, long story short, fucking hell. How long later, he actually chose Robert Garcia. So, lad, honestly, Joshua's looking at absolute animal, mate. But have you seen
it's weird,
he's messing around and that.
Yeah, he's in a unique situation, in a tricky situation, because I think regardless of who his trainer is, it's a lot that's going to be dependent on his mental and his approach to that fight. And I like what he said about the first fight. Like the way he worded it, I liked it. Like, I think because it wasn't a blowout. I think some people kind of, they see the loss and they're like, oh, he got dominated. Nah, he absolutely did not.
Look at the marks on
Usyk. He won rounds in that fight.
Joshua hit him, mate, didn't he? Joshua hardly hit him, and he was marked up to fuck.
He He made
Wow.
Alexander Usyk earn that. Usyk had to earn that.
Yeah,
And I think
100%.
the rounds that he spent trying to box more is what put him behind the 8 ball. Although Usyk is a hell of a boxer, but I don't think nobody's invincible. And I think if Joshua
No,
want to beat this guy, I think he's just gonna have to bring the fight to him. Don't try to box with Usyk.
100%.
He's a better boxer, I believe. You're not gonna win that. I think you gotta fight him. And I think we know, you gotta remove his ability to box. You can't let him set into no
Can't
rhythm,
battle,
get
mate.
comfortable,
It's
and
that
then it's
left
gonna
as
be
well.
hard to slow him
It's
down.
that left. It's that left, mate. He needs
Mhm.
training on that left. That because don't forget he was all over him with that left non-stop. So
Mike Tyson
Garcia,
got me into boxing. Fly to the
yeah,
moon.
that's what I was saying there. Yeah, go ahead, Fly. He's a
Mhm.
good mate of mine from the UK,
Good question.
Middlesbrough there.
Yeah.
Go
Salute
ahead,
to
yeah,
all
go
y'all
ahead.
from the UK too, man.
Yeah, throw all the questions into our
Yeah.
US friends,
I
our
just
Jersey fellas.
appreciate y'all support. So, and y'all show love, and when it comes to the sport of boxing, so I'm always
Yeah,
have
that's it.
respect for the UK.
Mhm. Yeah, so who was your favorite? It was your favorite boxers growing up, other than Tyson. Then
Yeah,
have
Mike
any others?
Tyson had got me into boxing initially, but as I got older, I started liking, pretty much the Shane Mosleys of the world.
Yeah.
I even like De La
Sweet,
Hoya.
Sweet Pea Whitaker's.
De La
Sweet Pea
Hoya,
Whitaker was
Sweet
unbelievable,
Pea.
wasn't he?
You
Sweet
got
Pea was
Bernard
lovely.
out there, SOG. Andre
Going
Ward
back
was
to Ali, Norton,
yeah.
Holmes,
Mm-hmm.
starting from Rocky Marciano and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Just rumbling into them. We've been
lot of
blessed, haven't
talent.
we?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you reckon's better then? I've always thought, the cruiserweight. They always say Usyk's the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
How's he better? How's he better than Holyfield, mate? A cruiserweight.
I
That'll be
think
some fight.
I just be trying to
Holyfield would
anoint
have
people
him.
too fast. Mm-hmm.
I reckon Holyfield would beat Usyk.
Yeah,
If he went
Holyfield's
back to the prime Holyfield.
absolute dog in the ring. And if he didn't
Yeah,
have that
animal.
he had like a condition with his heart, I believe, that used
He
to
did.
cause the fatigue in his fights.
He did.
If
Yeah,
he
yeah. That's
didn't
why he
have
couldn't
that, he
stay
would
at
have been
100%.
he would have been a hard guy even much harder guy to beat.
Yeah, it was
But did you
unbelievable.
ever watch Rocky film? Yeah, everybody had to watch a little bit of Rocky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Rocky,
saying?
my one with Ivan Drago is well the best for me.
Mhm.
Like, well the best, mate. Sick that in it.
Kawasaki was a tricky guy. He was smart. He's a very smart boxer, man. I didn't particularly favor him too much, but I'm not a hater. I'm able to recognize that dude was talented, and there's a reason he got up out of here without losing. He
That's
could
what I'm
box.
saying.
He
Yeah,
could box
49-0, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was. But as I said, though, I've said it on before, probably on yours and whatever else's.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fight many Americans, did he? That's the only thing that overshadowed his career, I think.
Mm-hmm.
As we know, he fought obviously Thingy in his end, but I mean, he didn't fight. But it's different now, though, and it was a bit different back then, though. As you know yourself, it weren't one of them where the British fighters it was normal to go over. It's only now it's normal in this generation that we're in. As I said, Ricky Hatton started, but I mean, we did have a few fighters going over. But I mean, now you have the Americans coming over all the time, and that man, mate, it's brilliant, isn't it? It's Norman King. Ask him. Oh, just someone about Bobby Kay. Just someone do YouTube. You wouldn't understand how lad. Norman King's from that show.
The real fight question. Scottish BKB legend Bobby Kay.
Lad. Basically, he's on the bits, lad. He's on the Bobby. Basically, he had a bare knuckle fight. He got beaten about 10 seconds, and he stood up so fast. He put the Scottish flag around him so fast as though he just won fucking gold. And just walked out the ring. But what they're saying is he's meant to be on the drugs, bad druggie. He only done it to get paid for his drug habit.
Right.
So that's the funny story on him. Yeah, there's one there for you. Just do. You're reading the comments anyway, aren't you, lads? So there's that one.
Mm-hmm. What you thought about David Corrales? David Corrales is a hell of a fighter, man. Hell of a fighter.
Yeah.
You see, and I don't do triangle theories, but you see, rest in peace to him. You see how Floyd was able to dominate him, but did you see? And you see how competitive Floyd and Castillo was, but then did you see how he knocked Castillo out, man? Corrales was a hell of a fighter, man. Big dude,
unbelievable, wasn't he?
strong, ton of heart.
Well, don't forget, there's about which we know, there's about 2 or 3 fights that I think Mayweather did get beaten.
Robert
Garcia.
I mean? He had beat Robert Garcia to get that Floyd fight, because if Robert Garcia would have won, I believe he was gonna get the shot at Floyd. But instead, Corrales got it. I think he dropped Corrales early. And then Corrales came back to stop him, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a good one. He was size of Tommy Morrison as well, mate. Mm-hmm. Remember when he got absolutely flattened though? Mm-hmm. Tommy Morrison, remember? Obviously, he was good when he knocking everyone out, and then he just got absolutely flattened, mate. Mm-hmm. I think he's still seeing stars now.
His son recently beat Rockman. Okay, Rockman.
Oh yeah, he's done that big Rockman, yeah, Rockman Jr. wasn't he? Mm-hmm. What do you reckon on that whole scenario with Jake Paul?
Rockman was winning. He just got caught and down he went.
That's the boxing game, isn't it? You've got to keep your eye on the ball.
Keep them hands up at all times. That's Rockman's biggest flaw. Dropping his hands.
Yeah, Sully. Another one of me USA mates popping in. What's happening, Sully? Mm-hmm. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well, fella. Just speaking about boxing as well, Sully. Good timing, mate. Mm-hmm. Speaking about obviously Bud, Spence. What I was thinking as well is, I was just saying then, what do you reckon about Jake Paul and that ramen? You know, he got down to 206, didn't he? The weight, reckon that was just a
I called Jake out for this one, man. I was appreciating his willingness to try to be in the sport, getting fighters more money and things like that. Like I always try to give people their credit and they just do, but then he turns around and I don't know if you caught that clip. Sean Porter predicted all of this to the T happening with the weight. Yeah, not making a weight. He said he called this out in advance, and he said, basically like Rockman is only gonna go to a certain level, and they know that. But then when it's all said and done, they're gonna blame everything on him. Don't hold themselves accountable, and they're gonna play the social media internet game. And Sean Porter was exactly 100% right. And to me,
he called it out ages ago. He called it out months and months ago, Sean Porter. Mm-hmm. You always watch his Porter Way podcast.
And then it's like, it's suspect to me, because soon as you was about to fight a fighter with some, a decent amount of pro experience as opposed to what you got, and it was a real fighter that was going to actually come and try to win, look what happened. 206.6, and you threw it off. He could have made that weight. He could have tried. You still had more time. You was just too willing to end it. You found one out, you seen the crevice, and you took it, and you slipped your way out the back door. And then
it was a smoke screen for KSI.
Rockman's unprofessional. He's scared of me. And then, he said all of that, and he was alluding before that he was beating him up in sparring. Then you see the sparring footage come out. This dude, I think he got caught up trying to, manipulate the boxing world this trip. And I particularly don't respect the way this situation was handled. Because if you truly wanted to fight that man, a pound of 1.6, you could have fined him. What happened to that? You said you was going to find him. That was in the contract or something too, but you just called it off. So that kind of told me you wasn't willing to take the risk at all. And I understand being professional. I get that. Coming in at the contracted weight, but that's also why they discussed the fact that he would be fined if he didn't make the weight. And he didn't even explore that as an option. He just scrapped the whole fight. So to me, that's like a red flag. Logically, that's a red flag to me. Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable though. It is though, straight away, because as Rahman said as well, hang on,
he still paid the fighters.
It's not about money.
That's about money. If he still respect to him, if he still paid the fighters, like I that's why my name is my name.
I didn't know about that, because Serrano was on there, wasn't she?
Say that again.
Serrano was on there as well, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she beats paid and hard.
Mm-hmm. He said he still paid him. If he still did that, I salute him for that. If he still
but that could be loads of shite though. That could be just that could be just smoke screen again.
I think so too. Paul, his brother Logan recently came out and said Jake broke. He said he put a lot of money in the crypto and lost, or something like that.
Crypto. Yeah. He come out and said in an interview.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and he was dead calm about it. He knew what he fucked up when he said it, but he said it in the podcast. He was honest.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was just selling the story. It looked like he was being 100%
He was
genuine
being
about
honest.
it. Like, yo,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
when he say broke, I don't think my kind of broke,
Yeah.
but it's like he ain't where he once was because he took a loss type
It
deal.
broke to him as fucking multi-millionaire still, isn't it?
You know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Yeah, them dudes worth some money, man. I respect it.
Well, look
They keep themselves involved into some type of venture that's gonna bring them some money.
Yeah, well, look at KSI and Logan
Yeah,
Paul with their
KSI,
deal. They've
multi-millionaire.
made
Facts.
millions, mate.
Facts.
Absolute unbelievable how much money they make.
Facts. Like outside of the boxing, like I feel like Jake Paul, the stuff he did, like he did it his way and he made it so relevant. And I even respect the fact that I think he takes boxing serious to a certain degree.
He does. He does train. You've got to give him that, like that.
Yeah, I think that's the mistake that people would make moving forward, not taking him serious, because he's taking it serious enough where you have to take him serious enough. You can't get what I'm saying. You want to underestimate somebody, it's gonna be a bad look if you get knocked out by a guy that shouldn't have beat you because you underestimated him. You gotta at least respect that he's taking the sport that type of seriously, like he at least training and stuff in there.
That's it, isn't it? Unbelievable. So that's it. So you know what, mate? Nice one for even popping on. Just do. Really appreciate it, mate.
Brother.
What I'm gonna do is obviously get the link out. Someone put the link out, Dave. Get on in there. Let's speak. Fly, get on, mate. Let's get people on the panel. Even staffies, get on if you want, lad. Let's get this fucking place booming. It's all the likes as well. It gets more. The algorithm up, doesn't it? Gets more people in and that. I couldn't believe it the other day. I had like 39 likes, but 37 were in the chat. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, no wonder people were coming in. So you hit the like in it, just do it, then it all builds up. I don't know how it works, but it basically comes on the screen more when people go on the YouTube, isn't it? No more people that have gone with more likes, and it randomly just pops up first. So anyone want to pop on? Is the link out there? Is people putting the link out for us? Or do I have to do it each time?
I'll do it for you.
Do you know? Yeah.
Yeah, man, you keep right on doing your thing. I see you, and just like you support me, like I said, I'm gonna be right here. I catch as many of them as I can.
That's it, mate, isn't it? Well, that's it. Well, as I said, I put me fucking time and effort in. As I said, I'm up with you.
On the way in,
I'm up with you late, aren't I? So don't forget. Don't forget, I'm always up to like 5-6 bells with yous, and yous are like bloody. It's 11 o'clock in the night. But once
right
you watch
now,
a good fight,
it's 3:02 right now where I'm at.
Is it in the afternoon? Yeah. That's what I mean. You've got the whole day ahead, Matt, isn't it?
Much respect, Fly to the Moon. Much respect, brother.
Yeah, it is brilliant.
I mean, I've been doing this for 8 months. The 7th, May, 8 months. Every now and then I get into a back and forth, but it'll usually, if you paying attention, it'll be somebody coming in with the wrong energy or something like that. I ain't perfect.
Yeah, there's always one.
Because yesterday I had to let a couple of, like, I don't even want to call them a troll, but
you'll get.
I don't just randomly make lives and just like, like if I'm speaking on something specific, it's like I went and did my due diligence and did my homework on the situation before speaking on it. And, it was about Ryan up chasing. And he's doing it again now with Teofimo. I'm like, you just got to call us the fate.
Nice on staffies. That's what I'm saying, because the mad thing is there's always something else that pops up, because don't forget, boxing's absolutely huge, isn't it? I don't know what that means there. One of the lads there, Tony, put just do there.
Tony. Believe it or not, like we not affiliated, but we know those we know people. Some of my TWT family know some of the members from the LDBC personally.
The new winning team. That you Fly. Fly. Yes,
some of those guys motivated me to start my own channel. Believe it or not.
That's it. Well, I was the same. I've been saying to people, even on Fly, this is me, mate. Fly has been speaking to you in the chat.
How you doing, Justo, mate?
Right, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, man. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I bet it's warm there, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Nice and hot.
It's hot here today, but not that type of heat that you get over there, mate. Ooh.
I think it was going to be close to 100 today out here. I think I got to double check, but yeah, I think my girl told me something like that.
We've got it proper. Sorry, go on, Fly.
I've just got to say, is that just normal 100? Does life just plod on at 100 degrees, or as things start going south?
You said if it's 100 degrees, things start going south?
Yeah.
I mean, people start going in the house faster. That's what you see. It get that hot, it'd be like, everybody trying to stay, in that AC.
Does that happen a lot then? 100 degrees, is that common?
It'll hit 100, but it's not like a regular, but it'll hit them 90s like regularly. But 100 or something, I don't think it's like that normally all the time. But it'll hit 100 every time.
That's 100 Fahrenheit, isn't it? So what's that in degrees then?
Yeah,
about 40, isn't it, or something? 40.
About 40.
35. Wow. 35.
Well, the same way, we're gonna break records this week,
Definitely.
Next few days, we're gonna get over 40.
It's like Crawford said, man, y'all got some of the best fans. Everybody that has experiences in the UK, this ain't me just telling y'all because y'all from there. This is my 100% absolute truth. I have consistently, since I've been watching the sport of boxing, whenever people speak of the UK and their fans, they always say how genuine the people are and how much love they show. So I've never heard it be anything different consistently, and that's rare. I never heard, some of these, and everybody got their share of people, but overall, y'all represent y'all people in the sport the right way, and y'all show love not to just y'all people, but others as well. So it's like, that's why you got American fighters liking to go over there. Shakur Stevenson, one of my favorite fighters, saying he'd love to go over there in England and fight. Like, why do you think? Because he know y'all gonna show love over there. Win, lose, and draw. You might boo your man, but y'all know how to show love to great fighters.
So right, if you were a top boxer, right, would you rather fight at Madison Square Garden, right, in front of however many? It's not that many, is it? Or would you rather fight at Wembley Stadium in front of 80,000?
90.
I mean, both of them, like, it's like a pick'em situation. You get what I'm saying? Because I get what you're saying with the Wembley. Like, the amount of people that they hold is just ridiculous, and the stage would just be ridiculous. But it's like, when you at that level, those fights would just be at the absolute peak of in terms of magnitude. Like, you get what I'm saying? It'd just be a matter of, if you never fought in the UK and you had that opportunity, you better take it. Hell yeah, you'll be a fool not to. If you got an opportunity to fight in Wembley, hell yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? Did you ever think you'd see crowds like that at a boxing fight?
Said, did I ever think you'd see crowds like that? No.
90,000
people. That's crazy, isn't it? 90,000 people watching.
The thing is, as boxing go, and that's why I try to use my platform. I'm small now, but we continue to try to grow the sport. You know what I'm saying? Move it forward and grow it. Like, you could bring so many different eyes to boxing. You could turn casuals into diehards, and people that don't really watch boxing into casuals, and that process kind of continue. People go from casuals to diehards, or person go from being a detractor in boxing to listening to you to being a supporter on your channel. Like, that's what I try to do. You know what I'm saying? Bring as many eyes as possible. Have many good conversations.
That's what you can't win. You can't win, can you? Because you're at Madison Square Garden. It is like, it's iconic, isn't it? Where it's a once in a lifetime. But then if someone finished a career and say, well, I boxed with 90,000 people. Who do you think would win the argument? You can't win, can you? Because 90,000 people.
Casual fans. I think casuals are, people that just don't watch this sport on a normal basis. Like, casuals mainly tune in to big events. You know what I'm saying? And they usually, not all, but they usually don't appreciate the sweet science as much as they do a knockout. Like, for example, whether people believe it or not, Tank probably has a lot of casual fans in his fan base because he produced knockouts at a rate, and knockout sells the most. Anybody can understand a knockout, but a lot of times a casual fan, they won't appreciate a fight like a Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson. They right off the bat say that's gonna be boring.
See, that's me, bro. I'm a casual fan.
Never see that. A true diehard.
I'm a casual fan, 100%. I love boxing, but I'm not into it like you guys. Like
And
all the, I
casual
don't
is
know
not
all
a
the
bad
boxes,
thing
but I
either.
appreciate a
It's
good
okay,
fight. Yeah,
Muggles, being a casual. That's
Yeah,
the whole
casual is
point of
not a
obviously
bad thing
learning
either.
more and
yeah,
getting
man.
into it. That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh, you
the
said that too.
casuals, don't forget, we're all born as a baby. You've got to learn stuff. So a
Mm-hmm.
casual boxing
And you
fan,
won't have to be a
you'll
casual
get into
forever.
it more you watch, really.
Yeah, because the
So,
more you tune in to Daryl or any content creator, the more you're going to hear about boxing, the more it's going to naturally pique your interest. Because I try to have conversations that make people want to go watch this
Yeah,
sport. You know what I'm saying?
that's it,
so
isn't it?
Daryl,
Yeah.
do you know anything else about our Just Do, or do you know anything other than boxing? What do you do other than boxing? Just do.
MMA. We do
For
MMA
me,
as
I
well.
do boxing on my channel, but I watch a
Yeah,
little bit of MMA too. Like
yeah,
Yeah, I mean outside of boxing.
No,
I can
yeah.
talk to MMA. I just don't do it. Like I've been trying to like really put my foot in with this boxing first, but I'm the type of person like if you come in the chat, you have an MMA question, I ain't gonna shoot it down and be like, oh, this is a boxing channel. I ain't gonna do you know what I'm saying? I feel like
Yeah.
all logical, reasonable, respectful conversations about sports is welcome.
Well,
Like I
that's
don't
what I'm
really
saying.
I don't
Just do,
shoot
yeah.
down comments too much unless somebody being disrespectful. If you ask me something MMA related, if I don't know it, somebody in the chat might know it, or I'll look it up and figure it out. But I keep up with it to a certain degree. But boxing is my number one sport. That's the one I'm the most passionate about.
So,
I'm not bored.
so what about outside of sport though? Just do because
What's your interest outside of
yeah,
boxing now?
what other hobbies have you got and
Let's get
stuff
to
like
know
that?
the real Just Do,
Oh,
basically.
you asking that? I mean, shit. When we up here though, a lot of the hobbies. Shit, like again for me, my focal point for now been boxing. But when we get up on these lives, a lot of times we talk about more than just boxing. It end up we talk real life stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
what we want.
That's what I'm gonna be like. That's what I'm saying. As I said, tomorrow conspiracy theory night.
Yeah,
Just literally
right
about
up
that.
alley. Like I did the research and I forget the exact year, but you'll find out where that term came from and why they use it, and it's so relevant.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely jump on tomorrow, mate. Yeah, it's gonna be bouncing.
I'm
It's gonna be loads. There's another fella obviously comes on. Well, as I said, I've only done 2 lives, but I mean, I know him anyway from YouTube. He's got loads of theories. Loads have to be honest. I've been putting it in a few little like in chats for a few weeks, and I thought, you know what? If I do get a channel, you want a night where it's just about conspiracy theories because there's so many angles you can go down, isn't it? Just you could be 100 people and 100 people have all different 100 views on that one same scenario. How boss is that? So it's
that's how it is for me with boxing. Like your perspective is always welcome. A difference of opinion is always welcome. People don't understand that. It's the disrespect that's not welcome. Your opinion is different than mine. I'm not gonna shoot it down because I had a channel. I'm not gonna make you feel like you don't know what you're talking about just because I'm the one with the channel. I don't do that to people, but every now and then you will catch a troll or two or somebody just trying to be a distraction. Like my goal is to have the best boxing conversations on YouTube possible. Each time I discuss whatever it is we discuss, you know what I'm saying that conversation could start one place and it could end up somewhere else. It always usually be like that. That's why my lives be ending up 3 hours, 4 hours.
I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
7
and that's
hours.
not even fight night. That's not even fight night neither.
Yeah, man, it's a regular live, no fight night. 7 hours.
I know.
The grind.
That's what I mean. Crazy, isn't it?
Continuous.
That's what I mean. That's why I unloaded them, mate. I pop in and then pop. I can pop in and then pop out because it's it's 8 hours shift, mate.
Some of them I shorten up intentionally though for the people, like so
that's it. Just to give them the proper little ins and outs, isn't it? Yeah. It's basically to give the casuals the basics, basically, of what fighter is.
That's why I say they welcome to my channel because you're not even a certain amount of trolling is okay. It depends on
what from USA.
Troll. Like, are you joking when you troll? How's your energy? Are you coming in being disrespectful and you a troll? Like, it's some people that joke all the time.
Have you got now, Justin?
You say what?
How many subs have you got now?
Like 6,300 something.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's what I mean. That's why I want to break into the American one, Justin. That's why I want to get into try and get into the American ones.
8 months in. I'm trying to bring as many active.
Loads, don't I?
as active fans as possible, as active supporters like as possible. Like you want to talk good boxing, that Just Do Boxing is always going to be somewhere.
Yeah, just do get on him, yeah.
Just do. How long did it take you to get to 6,000, mate? Was it a
7
slow
months,
process or?
Well, for me, like I got monetized by my 5th month. I was monetized, so I
So
had
you got 1,000 subs in
I had
5
about
months.
1,100 and something, and then I got monetized up at 5 months. And recently I had a big influx because I was at like 1,720 something, and I made this post, just a random repost, like a short. It was like 8 seconds long when Juan Manuel Lopez started punching the trainer after the fight.
I seen that, yeah.
Posted that.
Got you pure loads, didn't it?
Yeah, I posted that at night, and I got up. By the time I got up in the morning, it was at 10,000 views. I'm like, damn, that's a lot for that small time period. So by the time my girl came home, it was at 20,000. Then it's like by the next couple days, it hit 60, and then it just gradually climbed. It hit 1 million, and then by the next 48 hours or so, it hit another 2 million or something. It was at so now it's at like 3.8 million. But it got me 4,300 and something subs from that one post.
Jesus,
and I had enough to get me 400 and something. But that's just one part of it. To click that button, now you got to get the people to turn their bell and understand that it's good content. That short was just to get your attention, to get you to, you get what I'm saying?
So did you have to up your game straight away then, overnight, basically?
Yeah, that influx came crazy. It just came out of nowhere, all from that post. It took maybe, by the time it was done, maybe 2 weeks or so, and it amassed all these people like that. So, but I'm all about engagement. My number of subs could be 1,000 exactly, and I wouldn't care as long as the people are actually showing up in the live streams. Like that's my goal right now. I'm working on the engagement. So I feel like the more people that tune in and listen, then they gonna naturally subscribe, because again, if you the type of boxing fan that like real conversation, and I'm gonna be for you. I'm not like a guy that try to breaking news this every other day. I try to have conversation based on the actual things that's taking place in the sport, like interviews, any kind of information that you could create content off. That's why, that's how I work. So I don't really put myself in situations where I'm putting out fake news or anything like that. I don't do that. But one thing people would need to understand in boxing, the news changed so fast. So what's current right now, or what's going on right today, might be a different story tomorrow. That don't mean you put out the wrong news. You just reported it as it came. So it's like it's a fine line between that. Sometimes people don't know the difference. But for me, we're gonna have the best boxing conversation possible. And that's what I'm gonna
do. That's what I'm gonna do, because as I said, I've nearly got 200. I only done a live yesterday. Nearly got 200 subs already. So as I said, what I'm gonna do. So when I get into it properly, as I said, I said I'm gonna do
Coach follow me. Tony, he subscribed to me. That was one of the first people that responded when I asked him something when I was about to start my channel. And there's no shade to nobody else. I just appreciate people that's not too big to respond to you. And Coach Malachi was one of the first people, and he subscribed back to me, and I was just starting. So
I'm gonna get mine over, on your platforms and that as well. Because once I can get monetized as well, I can just put a little thing out over there, because don't forget,
watch how fast it goes for you. I know
you ask me all the UK ins and outs, don't you? And I give you all it hours a day, don't I? So and I know all the ins and outs because I watch all the IFL and obviously boxing social interviews. I've got them all on my social media, so I know any little saying habit, any little injuries that have popped up, I know before anyone. So I give you advice and you give me it. So wait till I get onto the American scene. And because I've got so many people over to America that I go on, mate. If I just put one little thingy on over there, that'll just shoot me subs right up, won't it?
Yeah,
especially with you helping me out over there.
I always appreciate the support of the people, because without y'all, we can't do this. I'll be talking to myself. And again, just to be fair, I'm not always perfect, but
No one is.
energy and the temperature in this chat is going to get this kind of just do every 100% of the time, because everybody in here is equally respectful, and that's rare. You can't get that in every chat. You got people that just want to be in the chat just to argue.
Well, you put your link up there then. Just do. You fly. Everyone get on Fly Me to the Moon. Put his link up and put Just Do's on as well.
Man.
It one of them.
We're gonna go right to the moon together.
Yeah, man, I've been working hard. Darryl, I've been working hard tonight with my spanner, bro. Haven't you seen me?
Mm-hmm.
Have you, mate? Yeah.
I've been banging them links out, bro. My thumbs have been on fire, bro.
Always great, fella. That's what we like to see. Well, that's what I'm saying. I
definitely appreciate every last one of y'all.
Because what I do, just don't forget, I'm on a few others as well. So I'm on yourselves.
Yeah.
Obviously, Gabe's. Obviously, Yoda's. Obviously, Savoy's.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sudden Teas. I'm on Showbiz the Adult as well.
Yeah.
Now, I put one of my thingies on over your ways because look at the chats when I go on the chats in America. Everyone, we know them all, don't we? They're all like, it's the UK, but that. Sure. So if I put when I get what's monetized again, lad? Sorry, I'm way away with the wind there. What does that mean? You only get monetized if you have 1,000 subs, is it?
You said it. Said it again.
Well, like you explain that one, mate. I'm on 200 subs. I'm no expert.
Yeah, we'll get yours up as well, Fly. Don't worry, mate. I'll be when you're with me, mate. I'll get them over in America, lads, as well. I'll put yours on mine.
1,000 subs. That's all I know.
When I get 1,000, mate, I'll put one of your things on my fucking thing, mate. Because the American audience, mate, you put something silly out in America, you could get fucking, as Just said, 3.8 million. It's not even a long thingy, is it? Now, Just Do that you put up.
Yeah. Nah, it was like 8 seconds, bro. And I had another one that was like a minute long.
Yeah, mate.
That got like 141K, and it got me over 400 subs. So
yeah, I remember watching it, Just Do, and you know what? I remember watching it a week later, going, "What the fuck?" I couldn't believe how much. How much
I ain't expected to do that either. I'm like, damn, like what the hell? Like everybody's seen this clip before, but it was a timing thing. So now, I got the work.
Jump on 420. Get the panel popping. So that's what I'm saying. Just do, when you're America, mate, you've got an head start on us because we've only got 16 million. If you put something in America, mate, that's why I made up. I've been with you for a while now. I've been on others for many years. So imagine when I get does that mean monetized? I can put something up on my community page. Does that mean?
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that what it is, lad? Yeah.
500 you need for that.
Oh, I'll get all the UK because I'll have all the inside of the UK to send all my American mates, and then they can all watch it. Going, we'll get info off him, and I could build that up. I could get a big channel over there, couldn't I? Just
as you seen, what you had about a couple lives so far. I think I popped in each one of them, at least 3.
Yeah, well done, mate.
3 times. So you see, because you make time for the family and the people that support you. It's just that simple. It's that simple.
Isn't it? Yeah, that's it. I remember going on yours. Instantly, you made me a mod, didn't you? I was like, give me a spanner. I was like, yes. Yeah. It's right. And that was it. So
you always got something good to add. You don't have to agree with nobody 100%, but you always respectful and you always got something to add. And you've been betting. You've been right about a lot of your picks. So again, you always
Fly, you don't know half of it, mate. How much?
Yeah, you know what it is? Just
win them all the bet, mate.
He's a scouser, isn't he? Just that explains it all, doesn't it? You know what I mean?
How many fights have I over won on all the bets? Just do.
Yeah.
Oh, my fate's unbelievable.
You keep telling you, like, man, take the bet.
I wouldn't even have told you that, Fly, but obviously just obviously mentioned it. Yeah, we win all the bets, mate. We have like betting nights, don't we?
Right. You like it like a little flutter.
Yeah. But on one of which Just Do's, mate, like myself, have you only known Sudden Tea the same as me, Just Do?
How long you knew T for?
I think it was from December or January.
December. Yeah, it had to be. It's around the same amount of time.
Yeah. I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was just starting my channel. I started in December. So
that's it.
He was the first channel I came on.
Look at that though, Just Do. You've got what? Nearly 6,000.
Yeah, it's
6,000 in 7 months. Wow, you got in that American industry, mate. Wow.
But
Money
again,
to be earned there.
I'm just trying to build the engagement and help people understand that it's different content creators out there. And when I say different, like I think a lot of times people expect you to be an asshole content creator. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that. Like, if you come in with the right energy, you're gonna get engagement, you're gonna get people responding. And if you show up enough, then you're gonna be wrenched up and you're gonna be really part of the family. You part of the family once you in there, period. But you know what I mean? You know, I think
Well, that's it. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Even though do you like the content, do you like the person as well? Do you get me?
Yeah.
If someone was a knobhead but talk sense on boxing, but he was a tit. But if you've got someone that's a nice person and they talk sense, it's a winner. You're gonna get the subs fucking tenfold.
So that's what I'm trying to help people understand that angle. It's like it's people out here that really make responsible content that know how to show the respect to the people that's giving me their time every day. So it's something it's like if I don't have something I think that's talking about,
8-hour clip, man. Wow, that is heavy, that lad. That's unbelievable, that fly, isn't it? 3-something million off an 8-second clip.
Oh, mate, yeah. I mean, yeah, it happens. I think the shorter the video,
I'm
the
not,
more
not sure, you know, Trent, lad.
Yeah, them shorts. So yeah, that one and I mean, but you know, I had a lot more of those up there, shorts. They was doing thousands and thousands of views too, but not like that one.
Yeah.
I deleted them because I don't want people to feel like I'm a shorts channel. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like misleading. You get what I'm saying? There's real content behind that short. Like, just go click a button. Just click a button.
So they'll just expect you to only be the 8-second king. You don't want all that, mate, do you? You want to tell them the actual proper what's happening with the fighter and what the strengths are, what the weaknesses. If they only want you for 8 seconds, fucking hell, mate.
God, man, right.
Imagine millions watch your 8-second clips, though, mate. You'd be fucking minted, wouldn't you? So you do an hour a day for the month.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling
Crazy, isn't it? It's mad, isn't it?
Yes,
well done. Well said. Retro Paradise, loving the live. Brilliant. That's funny that, you know, that 420 Flay, right? 420 King, yeah. He said earlier, I was with him on Flavors. So, you know, Flake, it's called, it's thingy. I don't know what you can say it on here, but it's a drug anyway. And he just loves saying it. He just loves saying it, and he doesn't even have drugs, but he just puts something about drugs. So I asked him today, it's like, you staffies, lad, yeah? 2 seconds. That you staffies? Yes, my brother. Get in, son. So fucking, he asked me. So I said,
yes, sir. I'm rolling up right now.
It's me mate from Liverpool. There's another one from Liverpool. Just do Liverpool. Is me mate here, Staffy. He's into boxing as well. He'll have loads of questions for you, Staffy's lads, won't you?
All right, boys.
Hello, lad. Nice to have you on board, mate. Is fucking right.
Lad, your channel will be flying soon, lad. You're proper, aren't you? You're real, lad.
That's it, mate. That's all you can ask for, lad, isn't it?
All right, Flammy, lad. You good?
Yes. Spot on, mate. That Bottom Hall shout, mate. That was a diamond last night.
Lad, that's a heavy program, that, lad.
That is. It reminded me, like, Jesus.
What's your favourite box set in America? We were talking about it last night. You know, the box sets, lad. What's your favourite? Or top 3, anyway?
My top 3?
Yeah.
For me, I like, Shakur is one of my guys. I like Shakur.
No, your box set. He's got boxing on the brain, honestly. Unbelievable, isn't he?
Lad, that's what I was asking him before about Shakur Stevenson. That was me asking him, lad.
No, I tried to get it. I tried to get it out with him. I tried to get the hobbies out of him, didn't I? And he just kept going back to boxing.
I'm stuck on boxing. I've been all things boxing for the last 8 months. Just trying to get as much content out there for the people. But like I said, conversations usually go anywhere, especially once you on the live long enough. You know, about 3 hours in, it's bound to switch.
He lives not far from him, so it's like us having a scouser, lad.
I had a cousin that used to box, and he knows Shakur personally, and he had put me onto him when the dude was still a teenager, and the way he was vouching for him, You know, he like, I'm telling you, he like, watch this kid. And ever since then, I've been watching him since the Olympics. So it's like, he a true gym rat. And I think when it's all said and done, people will see it. They know it. You know, Tank is another one. I just think his team behind him got to show that they got the same confidence that some of the fans got in Tank. That's why we hold him to the standard we hold him to. When you building yourself as a pay-per-view star, now you're asking people, now you're telling people, you know, in order for y'all to see me fight, you got to go in your pocket and your wallet and your bank account to see me fight. So as a result of that, you have a responsibility of giving fans the best possible fights available. Anything less is you selling the people short. You know what I'm saying? So that's the weird situation Tank stuck in. You know what I mean? Is Mayweather going to keep running his career like it's an exhibition or something, a high level?
Mayweather's destroying him, isn't he, lads? He's destroying him.
It's not cool, bro. It's like, what are you doing? Give people.
He doesn't want him to surpass him, does he? He'll never let him get to his record, lad. Never.
No. And I'm starting to feel like that. I'm really starting to feel like that. I hate to feel like that, but what else could it be? Like, you holding him back by not putting him in more 50-50 fights. We don't want to see.
You know what? Just do.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know the people he's put away and how early he's put them away? He should be fighting 5 or 6 times a year.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Taking minimal punishment, but you know what I'm saying? Get the man fights and not just any fights. Get him the fights that we the people want to see. Because again, they're telling us that in order to watch Tank Davis.
2 seconds. Go on, you speak, Charlie.
It takes the shadow off Mayweather, though, doesn't it, lad? And he doesn't want that.
And
so guys, have we been watching the Commonwealth Games boxing at any of us?
Yeah, man, we done boss, didn't we?
Do you rate them boxers and staffies?
Yeah, some of them were good boxers. Like the amateurs, total different than the professional, innit?
So in the Olympics, obviously the Commonwealth Games is not Olympic standard, but do they still go on? If you win a gold, can you still go on to be a pro? Or is that not the way it goes?
Yeah, we've had loads of world champions that have only ended up as Commonwealth and never been in the Olympics and that, lad.
Have we? Yeah.
It's still good. It's still good stance in the amateurs that made Commonwealth champion. It's still good. You know, look at the countries that are in it, fly me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It almost seemed like he in protective custody, and it's unfortunate because I like to listen to what his trainer say too. His trainer seemed like he's in tune with what we want. And it seemed like Floyd know what we want, but don't care.
Yeah,
but it seemed like Calvin Ford.
Well, just get on this. So Mayweather done a UK tour last year, yeah, and all he was going on about is, you know, when someone at the crowd kept asking him, "What about Tank?" Oh, it's my show. We're here for me, aren't we? And I thought, wow, that's bad. But he's done it. I think he's done 12 different shows, and every single show he said, "Not about Tank today, please. It's my."
He's a promoter that doesn't want to promote him, lads.
And
he's a promoter that doesn't want to promote him.
Exactly. It's like, what? This dude still care about wanting the attention to be on him and to be about him. Dude, you had 50 fights. You think you really want the love and the attention, start paying it forward and reaching back to these fighters, giving them advice and helping them train and do that kind of stuff. And actually do your job as a promoter.
Look what he's done to Broner. He destroyed Broner, lad.
Yeah. They wanted, man, they kind of, I think he was glad when Broner lost.
Yeah.
Secretly. I do. I think he, and I was in the building the fight before that when he fought, not when he fought Maidana, when he fought Paulie Malignaggi at the Barclays.
Yeah.
I was here for that. And you don't go from Malignaggi to Maidana at all. You just, in terms of level, roughness, like you just wasn't prepared. And I think people knew that, and then they just let him go right ahead and take that fight. And it just, you didn't have to do that. And his Broner thing is, he's not a real 47-pounder anyway. He's just not. If he was more disciplined, he could just comfortably probably, campaign at 140. He's just not a big dude at all. Especially seeing him in person, he's just not a big guy at all. But it's like you lack discipline, then you forced to go up a weight class and stuff like that.
Maidana turned into the machine when he went to Robert Garcia.
Did he ever, man? Did he ever? And he transformed him. He got the absolute most out of Maidana. He got the most out of him.
Yeah.
So
He
what's your
destroyed Khan, didn't he?
what's your thoughts on Bud Spence then, Staffies?
I think Terence Crawford can do him, lads. Crawford's special, man. I know Errol Spence is Errol Spence is a killer, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's a proper killer. But Bud Crawford's on another level, mate.
Really? Than Spence?
I think he is. Personally, I think he is, lad. That's why Shakur Stevenson's the way he is as well, lad. He's been around him. He's been around Andre Ward. They've all got their heads screwed on, lads. Listen, look at Spence, lads, flying around in bevied in cars and all that, lad, partying with the rest of them, lads. Shakur's not like that, man.
Bud's just one of them gym heads, and
I think he'll do Spence. I think he'll just pick him off, lads, for 12 rounds. I don't think he's gonna land what he thinks he's gonna land on him.
I'm actually going for. He's actually my favourite fighter, Spence, to be honest.
Listen, well, that's why I was asking just you before. Mine's Mikey Garcia, lad. I'll tell you what, Mikey Garcia put up, lad, he held his own with him, mate, you know what I mean?
Yeah. He did, but Spence was brilliant, though, lad. He toyed with him, lad, didn't he?
Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia should never have been at that weight, lad.
Yeah, that's another one.
I think that was the money fight, lad.
He's another
I think that was a money fight, that.
Yeah, I think so too. Money grab, and it ended up not just being a smart business decision in terms of I think that fight changed him, and it fortunately for him that Spence actually heard people saying that Mikey was going to beat him because he's Mikey or he has the higher IQ, he's a better boxer. So that's why Spence was on record wanting to show that he's the better boxer.
That's what the good thing is about this fight. Like with Staffy's there, we're both from the same area. He's got totally different view to me, and we're both right. We're talking about Bud fucking Crawford. We're not talking about
Crawford is a sharp.
Sure. So it's a 50-50 fight. I'm just gonna, before the fight happens, I'm gonna give my predictions. I've got a few things why I think he'll edge you, but I mean that could be a load of shite because we're talking about Bud.
Talking of boxing IQ, lad, right? He doesn't come nowhere near Bud Crawford, lad, on IQ.
Really,
Not in my eyes, lad.
Oh no, he's got everything, He's got everything, Spence.
Lad, so Terence Crawford, lad.
Lad, they both have. You know what, lad? We can talk all day. It's unbelievable fight, lad. I can't wait, lad. We were just saying before, lad. You might have missed it, yeah. Where I just don't.
Can you tell us how a purse works? How do they work out a purse and who gets what?
Just a bidding war, innit? It's just a bid.
We're having the belts and obviously have more pay-per-view fights and bring them
so
more
what's
eyes
this
to the
purse
sport.
for this weekend? For this weekend, what's the purse for the AJ fight with Usyk?
Normally it's normally 75% for the champion.
Yeah,
75 to the champion. And what about
fight,
the promoter?
That's what it is normally.
No, on this fight, AJ Usyk have went 50-50. 50-50. Right. It was 70-30, I think it was. And the winner was meant to go 70-30. But obviously they've come to an agreement where it's 50-50.
So do they agree the purse beforehand, what they're going to get each fighter?
Don't forget, look how much money. Don't forget, people, if anyone's watching, don't forget, Usyk took a large chunk out of his money. He's viewing the fight live on his own YouTube channel. Do you know that?
Because he knows he's going to stop him again, lad.
Do you think he's going to stop him, lad?
Lad, AJ's shit, lad.
We've just got to have faith with Garcia, though, lad. That's what I'm saying.
Right, yeah. You know me, lads. I've boxed since I was young, lad. Paul Ocko took me to gym, world champion when I was 9, lad.
Yeah.
All AJ's got is a left, a right, and a left hook, lad. Jab right, left hook. Jab right, left hook. He's got fuck all else, lad.
I know.
So has he not got any heart, you know?
Listen, he got his first world title, but just who will tell you, Charles Martin, should he ever have been a world champion, mate?
You said who ever be a world champion?
Charles Martin, should he ever have been a world champion?
Oh, nah.
Nah, he got the heavyweight belt bought for him by
I
Eddie
know,
Hearn,
that
lad,
was
and
a
he's
bad one,
rolled on the
big
bandwagon
IBF,
since.
wasn't
AJ is shit.
You know, his biggest issue for Charles Martin too was discipline, staying disciplined. Like he was limited as a fighter. You know, he wasn't the highest of level, but he had some things he could have worked with, but he lacked the discipline as well to really stay. Even if he was
I'm
the
just
belt,
gonna
I'm not being
have a little
funny.
bit of faith in Joshua.
I'm not being funny, but besides Tyson Fury, this heavyweight division's one of the worst it's ever been in, lads. Ever. We normally have about 10, 15 decent English heavyweights, mate.
it's definitely lacking for sure.
Tell you what, Joe Joyce is good though, lad. Joe Joyce could ruffle it up with
lads. Listen, 10 years ago, would Joe Joyce have hanged with any of them lads? Nah. With Lennox and all them lads, not a fucking chance. He's like, I'm telling you now, Joe Joyce is like Matt Skelton and all them way lads. I'm telling you, it's just that he's in a good era where the rest of them are shite.
Yeah, man, that man.
Staffies, what about AJ's Olympic gold medal?
They got mismood.
Listen, as Olympic gold medal, you can't ever take that away from him. But like I said, the amateurs are different, mate. I said that in the start. It's whoever throws the quickest, fastest punches, mate, for the first 2 rounds gets the fight.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Let's have it right. Yeah, wait. Sorry, Darren, lad.
Go ahead. You have yours, Nick. Go ahead, lad.
Listen,
go ahead, mate. That's what you want.
It's the same as any other Olympics, mate. There was fights in there what were a little bit close than that. You know what happens in them Olympics, mate? The own fighters or the own fucking people always get a favour, lad.
It was in London, wasn't it? Yeah, it was in London.
Well, he's never done fuck all proper in the amateurs, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look what happened last time. He come up against Usyk, mate. Usyk is one of the best amateurs there's ever been, and Usyk schooled him, lad. Schooled him.
Yeah. So with regards to that, I get all that. So with regards to the Usyk, we get that. You know, with his amateur background, but he's like Loma, isn't he? Obviously, unbelievable amateur. I think fucking 290 fights, lost 4 or something. But with regards to Joshua and Usyk, I get what you're saying in regards to Usyk, but Joshua RD8 Usyk, mate, and look at the face on Usyk. You'd think he's been in a war there, lad. Imagine if Joshua really throws combinations on him, mate. Don't get me wrong, throwing them is hard.
But he hasn't got them. He hasn't got them to throw, lad. He hasn't got them in the bag to throw. What?
It's a 12-camp training thing, and Garcia's been looking at him since last October. Now, don't get me wrong, you could be spot on. I just think if Joshua nails him, mate, and he's angry, even if he's doing the combinations what you say, but don't forget, it's basically a 5-month training camp. Now that's videos, that's watching Usyk day in, day out. Don't get me wrong, Usyk's sick. Fucking hell, lad. It's going to be hard for him.
Well, he should have done it in the last. Well, that's his job to do in the last fight, lad.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Look at the face off him. I fucking think. Remember his first fight? Was he fucking Charles? Fucking was it Washington or someone he fought? Usyk. Look at Chisora. Chisora took him 12, lads. Chisora rocked Usyk and that. Joshua gets his fucking rhythm going. Don't get me wrong. We've never seen Usyk's chin properly, lad. We haven't. Nah. We know he's a diamond. We know he's a magician,
lad.
But we haven't seen him tested, mate.
Listen, I think Tyson Fury will stop Usyk. I just think AJ hasn't got it in him. What everyone thinks he's got in him, lad.
Yeah.
People think AJ's great. Listen, people think AJ's great because they see him on the Lucasade advertisement, lad. I'm just saying it how it is, lad. People who don't know boxing.
I get it completely, mate. It's mad, isn't it? I'm just literally just going from the UK. Fucking, I'm just back and obviously, you know what I mean. It's a mountain to climb. We know that, lads. Obviously, he could stop Joshua. We know that. So, but we've got to look at the other angles. We've just got to look at fucking Joshua's strength. And there mightn't be many what you say against a Usyk who's hard to hit, but I tell you what, I've got a little bit of faith. I think people will be a little bit shocked because I've seen videos, mate, which are not meant to, and it's literally it's this, and you know what, it looks good, and it could be loads of shy because it's just a training camp, but lad, he looks obscenely like desire to really knock this fucker out, you know. And he's never said that before. He said, I'm gonna die in that ring. First time I'll say this. I know my mum's not watching. I'm gonna really, really punch his skull in. And hopefully he does. We want him to win, obviously, from the UK, lad. But I get what you're saying. He could stop Joshua in 2 for all we know, lad. But let's have a little bit of faith that only because if Joshua didn't have Garcia, it's over. But let's have a little bit of faith that Garcia's got something up his sleeve that Joshua can. We know Joshua's a robot. We know he's robotic. We get that. But that strength and size, Usyk's never been taught it. So we never know. I get what you're saying. You've obviously put your money on Usyk. You'd be silly not to. But I mean, I still be having me little thoughts just to see if things plan out. I'll know after 3 rounds because straight away. But you never know.
What do we think? What do we think about where the fight's being held? Like having these fights in Abu Dhabi and all that?
Just money in it. We can't afford. If someone's offering fucking 300 million in obviously in Dubai and that, and we can offer 120. Obviously, they're going to take the 300 million, aren't they?
So do you think
and if the fighters are getting
there, think there'll be many English fans there?
Paid, mate.
Yeah, of course there'll be English over there. We'll be travelling, mate. Yeah, we'll have loads of fans over there. Don't get me wrong. It's just all about. It's in Joshua's favour where they've never been beat there. This that. I get that, but and I tell you what, I was laughing today. Usyk trying to see him on the balancing ball doing fucking juggling. Lad laughing, doing juggling on another ball, and he's laughing his head off. He was screaming, you know, Michael Buffer's, "Let's get ready to rumble." Lad, he looks confident as well, mate. So it's scary.
Is the build-up all the same? Have they hyped it all up, even though it's over there? Has it still been the same hype, like as if it was at Madison Square Gardens? Because it is a big fight, isn't it?
Mate, it could be broadcast to fucking 20,000, mate. They're still going to make fucking 50 mil each, aren't they? They're not asked the fighters, mate. But Usyk's one of them. He doesn't even fight for money, Usyk. That's why he's so dangerous. So dangerous. And yeah, but that is a question for you, Staffies, lads. Who wins? Who wins then? Prime Holyfield in cruiserweight or Usyk?
Holyfield, lads. The Holyfield straight out of the Olympics is beating anyone ever, mate.
Ever, yeah, 100%. He was a fucking animal, wasn't he, him, lad? And to do what he done as well in the heavyweight. But he was big as well, wasn't he? Look what happened to him with Mike Tyson, man. Oh, he was unbelievable, mate. The real deal, Holyfield, mate.
You know a name that you haven't mentioned? There's a name that's quite recent that you haven't mentioned once, and that's Deontay Wilder. What's the crack with him?
I think he's shite.
He's back in the gym. He's back in the gym with he was with Badu Jack, wasn't he? Just last week in the gym, wasn't he? Seeing pictures of that. Yeah. What's been happening over the US ways? Is he coming back? Or he's only got that right hand. But I mean, that right hand lands, though, lads, it's night.
I know, but lads, come on. Yeah, let's have it right. Look at him throwing them windmills and that, lads. He's embarrassing. It's shocking, lads.
Yeah, he's not. But I mean, but for 36 minutes, you've got to dodge that out, lad.
For me, my view on Wilder is gonna always be different from most people. I mean,
what do you think just do, lads?
He picked up boxing as late as he did. Is he the most technically sound? Hell no. Fundamentally sound? Is he the most? No, not at all. But I think the more people strip him down, say he just had the right hand, the more impressive what he actually was able to accomplish with just the right hand. It actually is. Shit he did was that he got the type of record that you will only see when you create a fucking boxer on a video game or some shit. Yeah, so you know, I mean, we was having a similar discussion the other day, and I said,
wasn't 41?
Imagine Wilder, right? And I know this is just hypothetical, it's just conversation, but just imagine how unfair it'd be if he could box and of course,
my god,
you get what I'm saying? Like a much smaller guy, or he had the skill set of it'd be so unfair. So it was like, I think for what he did with what he had and what he accomplished, I think how late he picked up this sport, like I really think that in consideration, because to pick it up that late, and then you know, some people still, you know, Frank Martin picked up boxing at 18, and look how well he turned out. But I think Wilder being a heavyweight, you don't need as much skill at the heavyweight division, and I think it got to a point in his career with the success and knockouts that he just fell in love with his own power. And he wasn't using his own jab as much. He started telegraphing way more. You get what I'm saying? He always was kind of wild, but Windmill Wilder. They say all that, but I think what he accomplished, it was great. And the fact that
he was with their
with
Badger
just the
Jack
right
as
hand,
well.
the only one that was able to beat him was Fury. And I ain't even got to get into all the shit that played into it. The win, lose, or draw. Fury was the only guy able to beat him, and I think those two are the only two that would be able to. Wilder is the only one that's going to put Fury through what Wilder put him through, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Fury is the only boxer capable of putting Wilder through the shit he put him through. And I think
exactly. Wilder was a few seconds away from winning, wasn't he? A few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think Wilder knocked out every other heavyweight than Fury.
A different, I'll tell you now, Fly, a different referee. With a different referee, mate, it could have already been over. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
About 13 seconds, wasn't it?
I just always gave that boy credit because
he got that extra.
Counts were low. God damn, how you get up? I was looking like, what is this dude?
Oh, it was fast, wasn't it, lads?
He rolls up like a dead. I'm like, yo, I just
it was like from the two, wasn't it?
But none of that other stuff. But he still got up, and he got up 4 times, man.
And he won that round. Don't forget, he won that round.
Yeah,
obviously not on the scorecards because it's a 10-8 round, but he actually won that round. He got up and he was twatting Wilder. That's why he wanted the next fight straight away, because he knew how to hit Wilder by going out attack. That's why obviously he went to Sugar Hill, the Kronk Gym. All about.
So when there's a draw, any big draws that there's been recently, are they all scandalous, or do you think the draw could ever be
like the prelims and that, and like the early fights and that? When it's like 6 rounds, and it's like where it's like the judges come to it and it's early on in the career where they don't want to put a loss on the career because it might dent the fucking hopes in the future. So they just put a draw on it.
So in the big game, though, Staffies, in the big time, right? You don't see many draws, do you?
No,
you see some blatant robberies, though, lad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a draw, it's quite controversial at the big end, isn't it?
That was one
mate, yeah.
Hey, fellas, they down.
That was terrible.
I gotta go do something for my son.
You take care, mate. Nice one for coming on, mate.
Yeah, thanks one, bro.
Appreciate y'all, brothers. And again, man, if y'all got channels, man, send me a comment or drop your link in my comments.
I'll get it sorted for everyone to get over there, lads. Yeah, man.
So yeah, man, appreciate all y'all. Daryl, I'll be back to chop it up with you the next time.
That, mate.
Fact, you said tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. Count me in, I'll be through. Definitely. Salute and much appreciation to all y'all.
It was good speaking to you, lad.
All right, bro.
Yeah, nice one for that, mate.
All right.
Take it easy, mate.
Unbelievable having him on, boys.
Lads, he's sound him, lads. It's good. It's good speaking about over the pond about our boxers.
Lads,
that guy is sleeping with his boxing gloves on, isn't he?
Mate, see where you tried to ask him questions about hobbies, and I even asked him about box sets. And I went to George Stevenson.
I was going to say to him there, right, if you were coming on tomorrow, you cannot mention boxing.
Yeah, I'll tell him beforehand, mate. I speak to him all the time.
I can talk about boxing all day, every day, mate.
Oh, I know you can.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because I always do, lad. Because I'm always on the American ones. Behind you knowing, I'm always on these American ones without you knowing. So that's why I'm on YouTube more than probably yourself, because I'm on boxing and MMA ones. So, as he said there, lad, so get on this then. I don't know if you heard it, Staffies. He owned 7 months ago. He was like me. I had only met him, right, on another American channel. He built his channel up. I know he's got 6,000 subs now, but I mean, he put an 8-second clip out, and not even just to get people involved, to get like maybe 20 subs. Lad, 3.6 million have watched that clip. And it got him 4,000 subs. It got him 4,000 subs overnight.
Do you know what, lad? You can tell he's sound, though, lad. You can tell he's proper.
Well, that's why there's a certain ones that go on. Where the tits, and we've always swerved them off. I've got him, and there's 10 others that I go on. Where, like, don't forget, I get more respect because I'm chatting with them from like 2 a.m. to like 6 a.m. because it's their fights are like from 8 till like 11, aren't they? But I'm up at like fucking 6 a.m, lad. So as he said, once I get monetized and I can put a little clip on, and he'll put on his thingy, and I'll get all the other American mates to put on theirs. Lad, he got 4,000 subs over one night, lad. That is heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy that. Right.
And then once
Staffy, what's does a lot of your business? Oh, has he got?
Oh, is he gone? Yeah, is he gone? Yeah, it's gone.
I've never been. I think I might have been on one panel with Staffy's before. Like he's proper sound as well, did he?
Yeah, he's boss. Yeah, it's Staffy's. Yeah, he loves all the fight game as well, doesn't he? Yeah, nice one, buddy. What's that? Being brilliant, lad. Just hope you're doing 24 hours. Fucking hell. It goes to show you though as well, though, which I did get onto, which is it's annoying a bit, but I mean, you mentioned the boxing and stuff like that, and then the numbers dropped a bit, don't they?
Yeah, that's what.
That.
Yeah.
I got onto that.
Yeah.
So just a case of obviously just having certain nights then.
Yeah, like just Dude's the type of guy. He's the type of guy you want on, but you want a bit more out of him, don't you? You want to know what he's up to. You know what I mean? When he's not boxing or whatever. Because I think he'd be all right. I think he'd be sound.
Yeah, he sounds like speech. Link, yeah, Link is right. Right, legend. Definitely you legend, is it? See, that's what I mean. Yeah, some people not into the boxing, hardy fly. So I'll make sure to do it where we only know the right times to put it on. Do you get me?
Well, you just did tonight. Tonight was like off.
Mate. What a guy he is, though, lad.
Yeah. Tonight was off the cuff anyway, wasn't it? It was an open
lad,
panel.
He popped in and he was straight on there, mate.
Yeah, man.
And literally, I thought straight away, I was like, wow, he's in the back. But that's why I thought people want to get the boxing in. He's the man, isn't he? So I'll just have to do it where me certain days are boxing, where I'll just get me normal viewers in, just that know that it's just boxing or MMA to get me. And then all the others, it'll just be literally where, let's see, legend, lad. You don't have to. That's definitely legend, isn't it?
I'm not sure I know this legend. I've seen him in the chat, but I've never spoken to him.
Actually, is there a mod that can check on him to see if it's definitely him?
I don't know if I can when I'm on this. When I'm on
legend.
Smithers can have a look.
Legend. He's been always on flavors, man. He's sound.
All right, yeah. Cool.
But,
just check him out.
It's right. Dave's gonna jump on as well in 5. Is that you definitely, Dave? Click on legend for us a second. Sorry about this, legend lad, to see if it is legend. If that's okay. And sorry about this, legend lad. Just that you know what's happening with flavors and that, mate. His channel and that.
Got to allow it, haven't you?
That's what I'm saying. Look, click on him. Create actually. That's just saying authentic. Do you reckon just start him? But I don't want to. Definitely you, legend.
Is he not showing his face on now? Like no fingers are out.
Even fingers, legend. Even fingers, legend, lad.
I mean, there's no harm in showing a few fingers, is there? He's got 3 subs. Does that sound like him? He's got 3 subs. Does that sound like him?
No, I don't think so. Don't know, do you know? Let's see. We've put in the chat. It's
you know what I mean?
He's gonna have to.
I don't know him, Darryl. I don't know him, so I can't say, bro.
It's me. Don't worry.
Oh, it's right, fella.
Yeah, it's me. I don't show out on here, you know. So
you don't have to, mate. No, that's sound. That's sound, that, mate. Yeah, sorry about that, lad.
I just don't. Yeah, it's all right. I don't bother showing it. I don't want to get clipped.
Lad, I'm the same, lad. Don't have to show. I'm the same, lad. That's why I always say to people before they come on, it is me. And put the link out now, and then they know then it's definitely me. Do you know what I mean? What's been happening, mate?
Oh, no, much on this. Been in cesspit just to have a look at that, just to have a nosy.
Oh, yeah. I've never, as I said, it's mad one because Fly's on here. He loves the cesspit. I've never been really into it, lad.
That lad's in it from Flavors and we were causing trouble.
Who?
Shuffling.
No, Shuffling. That other lad. Not Shuffling. That him who were on today. Giving Flavor shit.
Archie 90 or Benji.
Yeah, Benji, yeah.
You know what? I don't know that beef. I didn't know they had any beef because I like Benji. I'm a mod on Benji's. But I like
being on Benji's myself, yeah.
I like Flavors as well. And I didn't get that. I didn't know there was beef.
Weird the way he was kicking off on Flavors today. And then
it was just weird. Something about F your dead man or something like that. He did. Fucking stupid Flavors.
Yeah, I mean,
Your mum was putting his head. Suck your mum, he kept saying.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No, but that's isn't it weird though, the way he was having made with Flavors and then he's jumping on the cesspit, which he hasn't been on for ages.
It would beg him for his spanner. It would beg him for his spanner back.
Yeah, he's just doing that just for fucking clout, then, mate.
You know what, lads? Like, I can't say anything bad about Benji because, like, I like him. I'm a mod, and like, I do like his lives and that. But I also like flavors, so I am on the fence. Like,
he
I like flavors,
but today, lads. He stepped out the mark. I like Fly. I like him myself, lad. I've always had a proper good banter with him, but he's saying "suck your mum" and all, and he's not asked. And
something to do with a bus stop and buses and all that, look, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Bus.
He started.
So is there anyone else on there, like Legend? Is there anyone else on the panel?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. Scotsman's
on there?
I don't know. Scotsman's on, and everybody just disappears.
There'll be a few hundred in there, like, because he's gone for the early slot tonight, and he filmed by
7 o'clock.
Yeah, it's early for film by, isn't it?
That's what fucked me over a bit, didn't I? I went the same time as Cesspit. You fucking
bit weird, isn't it?
It's like you're pissed in the wind, aren't you? It's fucking hell.
I know. I was thinking that. I thought, go on, Daryl. That is right. Right up against it.
They don't normally go on until about 11 o'clock or something. Some of them.
I know. It's crazy, mate. Because as I said, it's a mad one because you can put it down. It mightn't be the boxing then the chat. It might just be obviously the Cesspit. Because you know how loyal people are to Cesspit and that, but they'll be glued on that, and especially with Benji and people having murder on there. That's what they love. They've got to, so it's a case of tonight. It's a case of is it the boxing or is it just because the Cesspit's on that it's been like quiet? You know what I mean?
I ain't got a clue.
You know what I mean, Daryl? You know what it is? You know what it is, bro? Legend, did you see Daryl's live last night or any of his other lives?
On it a little bit, not much like.
Yeah, so he had a really good one last night, didn't you, mate? And it was flying. But they can't always be like that, bro. Can't always be like that. You know what I mean?
Listen, I do what I Dave, mate. I do it literally. I should just watch it, which is this has been a good thing about this live as well, to be honest. Where see the way regards to what I'm into there, and you had someone that just had a 8-second clip that's got 3.6 million views. And don't get me wrong, he only got monetized for 5 months. So it took him 5 months to get 1,000, and then to get 4,000 overnight off an 8-second clip. Once you break that American fucking thing, mate, and I'm all good with them all as well, you know. So if I can put stuff on my community page and I put in America, we're talking numbers, you know, kids.
Yeah,
you'll get there.
Honestly,
you're going the right way, fella.
Yeah.
So legend, what's your story, mate? Do you have a channel or you promote a channel or you just
I'm just trying to do what you lot are doing, just having a bit of banter, innit?
Yeah. I haven't seen much of you about, mate. You go in flavors, is it?
Yeah, flavors.
Right, retro, fella.
Matrix and all that lot.
Yeah.
So I can just go on the 7. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I forget you're seeking as well.
How are you doing, Smithers? Are you out on your walk again, mate?
Looks like it.
Just saying, stick to the numbers to 7 o'clock. Do you think?
Try and do it at different times.
Back in that big field.
Sorry, boys. Just the Cesspit never had it go at 7, does he?
No, it's only midnight.
Okay.
9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Late one, honey. Recently,
so everyone will still be tuned in for the 7 tomorrow. It is conspiracies night, won't it? You're right though, Dave. You're right though, Fly Bloody. I will have to tell Just Do not to speak about boxing. I'll be like, lad, you need a day off, mate. You're having a day off.
I don't know if that's possible, like.
I'll speak to him in the back, mate, because I'll be on his in the day anyway. So I'll just say to him, you know, tonight, mate, the gloves are actually in the cupboard, mate. The gloves are away. There's no gum shields or nothing. We're literally speaking about.
Do you reckon he sat there?
Yeah,
do you reckon he sat there? I reckon he sat there like in his full boxing kit, like when he sat talking to us.
He's unbelievable fella, isn't he?
Yeah,
that's the thing, though, but you don't know, but which you'll learn over the months or whatever. I do all my work with them all. I give them all the info, you know, on the UK fighters and all that. So I just don't know if tonight if me loyal firm, the Messi firm, dislike the boxing, or is it because Cesspit was on? I don't know. I'll never know.
Davil,
Bit
why
of
don't
both,
you, do you know, like with your conspiracy night that you're having tomorrow,
Yeah.
why don't you set a certain day of the week for like a sport night?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's it. It's just a learning curve for me this week, to be honest.
Whether it's football, boxing, MMA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyone come on and chat about whatever sport
I've
they
got
want.
other people to come on when it's my sports night as well. I've got other people, like other like people who can come on as well. I've got loads of them in the fire in the booth, which I can just easy get. It was literally a random one where he come on just do, and it was like you've got to speak boxing and just do's on, simple as.
Yeah, man.
Because he just takes you to another level, doesn't he?
Just take your time and doing what you're doing.
He definitely knows his stuff.
Yeah, well, he lives and breathes it, mate. As I said, we know, but it was good. You're right, though. I'm gonna get certain days, which are certain days, because I wasn't even gonna speak about sport tonight. I've got a big book full there of all bloody stuff I was gonna like do and topics, and that went out the window. So I'll keep them for another day, obviously.
You and them books, man. You're getting like Jude, aren't you? You got
You know
about
what?
like
I've told you now. This is 2 nights in a row now. I've got my book with me. I'm not even read out of it. I swear down to stories.
You don't need it then, do you?
I don't need it, mate, I swear.
If you can keep the chat flowing, do you know what I mean, without even thinking about it, that's a sign of a good host, mate.
Thanks, Donny, mate. You take care.
I don't know about that, like Dave. I think he's flapping a little bit, you know, like you just go in or you know what I'm saying? You're going hard, you're going raw, bro. Go take it raw. Darryl, come on, lad.
Come on, he's
Yeah,
pretending.
you know what I'm gonna do?
Go on, sorry.
You don't need no books, lad. Are we?
No, but what I'm gonna do is I know there's not many people, you mightn't even get many, but I mean I'm just building this up as well because me American people where I'll be doing fight nights, but unlucky enough it's bad enough, but I'm used to it. Where obviously I'll be up to I'll be covering the fights from like 2 to like 7 in the morning. But I'm on this other American ones, yeah. He has like 3,000 to 4,000 live every fight night, which is Saturday night, yeah. And lad, yeah. he gets like a super chat, it's called, where you read out the super chats, you know, they ask questions regarding obviously anything. They can even ask you personal questions, anything. And lad, I think he makes about, no joke, I'd probably say he makes 8,000 every Saturday night.
You'll need a bigger book.
live, mate.
You'll need a bigger book for that.
I was going to ask him that. Does he make a living out of it? That's 6,000 done.
I started on him. Get on this. I started on him. 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I was about just 80th sub or something like that, mate. Within 6 months, he filmed it live. He went to his work. He was working in like a factory. Went to the office. Went to the front desk live and went. A man to me noticed. He went, "No, you're starting 10 minutes." He went, "No, I'm leaving you now. Here's my details. You aren't going to see me again. Here's my locker key live." And they were like, "No, come back." He was like, "No, I'm leaving. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. It might sound crazy. I'm starting YouTube." And they were laughing at him.
Yeah.
Mate, you want to see the mansion he lives in now?
Oh,
honest to God, and it's the American market, mate. Because the Americans love hearing us speak as well from the UK, you know, because we're passionate. So I've got a market there. Not that I'm going to be fucking thingy, but I mean, there's a market that I've known for like 2 years to fit into a UK doing the American slot. So I'm building up to that, to be honest. But
so what he's saying, Smithers, is he's not really bothered about us. He's just trying to crack America.
He's just getting rid of us.
No.
Yeah, we're second best.
No, the Saturday night, I mean, will be in America for the American viewers. So
you've got red screwed on, Darryl. You know what you're doing, mate.
Yeah, my YouTube is going to be for use in the week, the UK, and then me Saturdays. I'm going to do recap Sunday afternoons, because don't forget they're 6 hours behind us. So I can do recaps from like 6 p.m. our night, which is 12 o'clock when they've all woke up after the boxing. So I've got it all thing what I'm going to do. There's going to be just a couple of certain days, which they call Taco Tuesdays, they call on America as well. They love all that. And one of my mates, he puts it like a taco on his head. Lads, it gets... So if I've got to put a taco fucking thing on my head on a Tuesday, mean 2 Taco Tuesdays. Because don't forget, I can fit that in, which is different to use, because I can build for the American audience and the UK. Using my main fucking people. Like,
Just remember us though when you make it. Just remember us.
Oh, mate, not a problem at all, mate. Well, as I said, yeah.
What channel's that? Where you got to put this taco on your head? I'd love to come and take the piss out of you in the chat.
Mate, people do. People are paying $20, yeah, to put a bad comment. How bad he looks, and he's like, brilliant. I'm gonna wear this every week. That's how it started. Honest to God, true story, Dave. Yeah, that's how it started. He put it on one day. Yeah, got that many super chats asking how bad he looked. He said, you know what? I'm gonna put this on every Tuesday, and people go on there and just rip him what he looks like with his taco hat on. And lad, he makes about $3,000 of people ripping him.
Not bad.
So it's laughing at it. I don't mind getting ripped for fucking $3,000 for an hour show. Fucking laughing in it. So there's loads of different things you can go down, but I mean, this, as I said, we're talking. This could be a couple of years, but it's good to just start one up. I've started it, haven't I? Obviously tonight,
you got to finish it.
It's not been about the numbers or whatever tonight. It's real people that have been in tonight, so it's been the best one for me. Speaking normal and listen to bar, just a little bit of insight of how much you can make it in America. Basically, an 8-second clip in America, man, can get you 3.6 million views, lad. And it didn't even mean that to happen. How crazy is that?
Weird. You have to think of something like that, though. You have to think of something and then do it yourself.
Easy. You can just do something stupid if it's about Jake Paul or KSI over in America, mate. Numbers are through the roof. You have to put like a little fake hat on fucking Jake Paul or KSI or something in America. You're making. It's not just about the money. It's just about making something for yourself. Because I'm a good worker. Do you know what I mean? But if I could have a little bit of fun time as well on your channel, mate, you can't go wrong, can you?
No.
You got to do, haven't you?
I'd say if you haven't got goals, there's no way of fucking being in the fucking goal, is it?
Like I said, you just have to get a bigger book.
Do you want to be in goal or taking the pens? I want to be taking the pens, slotting on me. Yeah, sitting in goal, mate, just going left, right. Nah, I want to go top bin, bottom bin, penniker. I want to do the lot, mate. But all in its motion, lad, isn't it? Hell, I'll probably fuck my channel off tomorrow and just say sorry about that.
Get this sunset out.
That's heavy there, Dave. Boss, mate. It's lovely there, Dave. Is that what you do, lad? Just take the dog out? That's your little half an hour little thing, isn't it, mate? Get your mind regrouped and that.
This is my downtime after fucking getting the kids into bed, mate, in a day's graft. This is what I come and do. Roll a joint and come and walk the dog.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it, mate? Yeah, definitely. Why not, mate? Just a bit of fucking me time and peace, innit? Especially
mate,
there where you are, mate.
In an house of 6, it's very rarely I get me time, you know what I mean?
So yeah.
In an hour,
you don't mind the dog running off. Get you out longer. Let explain the dog, mate, while you're 2 hours later. The dog again running off for the fucking hares and the rabbits. Blame that, mate. How about
do you know what I mean? It's because of how big it is. He needs a good walk every day.
Don't think that people like watching that though, don't they? Like people taking the dog out for a walk and that.
Yeah,
different views, isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's weird.
Can you see that on camera?
Stuff, man.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah.
Can you see how red the sky is?
Not that well, but a bit red light. I can't see much light. But
what's the weather been like there, Dave, today?
Fucking scorching, mate.
Has it been roasting?
No, that tin shed that I work in, it was up to 38 today in that shed.
What?
38, mate. It wasn't even that fucking hot.
That's heavy, that lad, isn't it?
You know that first day was scorching.
It's all right, staffies, mate. Mate, up you come on, fella.
Battery died, didn't it?
Yeah, jump on if you want, mate, or whatever. It's up to you. Sorry.
Remember that first day? It was scorching.
Yeah.
Was it not last week, the week before, when it was really fucking hot that first day?
Yeah.
It was 46 in that shed I work in.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's going to be warmer tomorrow.
There's no air.
We've got it coming up, you know, our ways, mate. I'll tell you what, today was heavy, you know, lad. But I mean, it's only going to get worse for us. I think we're like 33s, 34s, 35s and that. So fuck knows what we're going to do our ways. It's the old hose bands, your ways, yeah?
No, not yet. They're on about it.
It's, mad, isn't it? How mad's that, mate? Where you get hot weather. It's fucking too wet, and then in the summer they put you on a hose ban. Can't win, can you?
You can't win.
Can't write that shit, can you?
Nah,
It's too hot. Just put them on a hose ban. Fuck it. It's fucking mental. This world's crazy, isn't it?
The dog's staring the cars out, look.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Right. I don't know what to do. Whether to just leave this now and just wait for the conspiracy theories tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna get it popping tomorrow. It's good that we've got the people letting people know about like the boxing side of things. The ones who like it, then listen, not to come on them certain days, and the ones that are in the chat, then at least even if there's 20 in the chat, at least there's 20 ones that are right into it. You get me?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
But tomorrow's gonna be heavy. That's where me live start, mate. Where there's no boxing, nothing. We're gonna go Spanish. You always say that, El. Yeah, we're gonna go deep with the conspiracy theories tomorrow. It's gonna be a heavy one. So yeah, I'll end the live then, people. Big respect to you, legend. Fly as always, Dave. You know that. Just do staffies. Big respect to you all, yeah. And tomorrow, 7 o'clock, I'll probably speak to you, maybe in other panels or that in a bit. But just for this one, take care, my friends, yeah.
Guys,
yourself the firm. Go to get Messi, number 5. Done and dusted. Big love. Well done to the chat as well. Peace out, my friends.